I just know that nobody in this entire group gotta have Pusha T anywhere. I don't really know
Okay.
anyone.
No, I mean
Oh,
we're not
shit, you're
putting.
right.
No, ain't no
Oh, I
shit. You
didn't-
right. Pusha T is
Ain't no-
not.
Right.
He better not be anything. He's dropped the same album 13 times.
And he raps his. No,
the
that
same
man
thing
was
about Drake,
rapping.
bro.
Yeah, he was.
crazy on
He
this
definitely
album.
was rapping
That's it.
crazy, but it's just crazier
That's it.
cocaine bars.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
literally.
all it was.
Hey
It's
man,
some
all
real
I'm
shit.
saying is if someone got some West Side Gun on here, bro, big respect to you for this.
Why?
I don't have.
He's an honorable
Me,
mention.
West Side Gun drop. Okay, like Keys Fly God wasn't.
You said
I don't
Peace
have-
Fly got
okay.
what?
But that's not because I don't like Griselda. It's just that.
No,
I-
Griselda. I mean, they just dropped.
Zelda had crazy drops this year. Griselda's probably one of
They
the
drop
best
crazy every
staples of
year. It's
the art.
always the same. I mean, they drop like 3 albums per year.
No,
It's
I
always
will
the
What do
same.
you
say,
mean?
I don't make
Griselda's dropped
mistakes.
hella albums, bro.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
yeah,
always 3 albums a year.
Oh,
No,
you mean
God
like from
don't-
each person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Now they had like 20 drops.
No,
this
God
year.
Don't Make Mistakes is probably the best album from that. Or Tana 4, sure. But like, I just don't care, bro. It's gonna be like my 20th on the list, bro. Like it's.
Nah.
Okay,
I had to show
Rome
respect to
Street-
Tana 4 for sure. I mean, it's definitely at the bottom of mine, but like, I had to show
It's
respect.
just because J. Cole is on that one song.
No, I mean, because he has two like feature of the year potential on there.
Mm.
Goldie James though went crazy.
The
this year.
Conway
Cody
went
James
crazy
is amazing on the song.
on the whatever versus Ali. Tyson versus Ali, he went pretty crazy on that shit.
We'll say melt my
And of
eyes.
course, J. Cole, the best rapper of all time.
Who? No, he's not.
Absolutely
Jermaine
not.
Cole.
No, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah, I must not know. I mean, I'll go over his whole discography. Then I got you. You got
What did you
Jermaine Cole.
Who's that?
The
Jermaine?
one that's
Cole?
a little bit above Kendrick, I'd probably say.
I just don't know who that is, though. Who could that possibly be other than God?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So I'll explain it to you. If you know Kendrick
got Don
Lamar,
Mitchell
it's
on
the
here?
one that Kendrick always sings with whenever he features on a J. Cole song.
No, he rapped on that one song with him.
Oh, Forbidden Fruit? No, he sung on that one.
No, the other one. The other
Oh,
one,
yeah,
though.
yeah, the one on Jeezy. Yeah, he sung on that one too.
The one before that one.
He
Yeah,
said
you
no. He's
forgot
on
that.
that one.
Yeah,
What about
I
Lord?
know, I know.
All right, we can start this up.
All right, bet, like, bro. We are doing a top. It started out being top 5. I ain't gonna hold you up, but we all added like 35 extra ones to it. So mine is gonna be top
What?
10.
Okay.
Light, I think Light may have 5 or 10.
have,
Taco has
like,
a few, and Z has a few. So we are doing top 5 rap albums of the year. Let's go and discuss this shit, bro. Like, what you got, my nigga?
All right, bro. Number one, I didn't think I was gonna do this. Honestly, like, almost put my nigga Jid here, but I have to put Kendrick first because, like, honestly, I mean, he changed up his whole sound and still did his thing. Like, I feel like that's the biggest respect because it's like he been out the game and he came in some different ass shit and he still was kicking. Like, so fuck with that. I had to put that number one. Then number two, I put the Forever Story because Jid, like, this is his like first up there album. Like, with the Never Story and DiCaprio too. Like, they was cool, but like this was definitely like his album. This is like his Good Kid, Mad City. I feel like his third album. And it could
Whoa.
always. It was good. What you gotta say? Like, it's not Good
That's-
Kid, Mad City
That's
on
a
the same
crazy
level
comparison.
as like 10 years, but like I wouldn't
Definitely
say.
was like.
I wouldn't
like,
say
cemented him. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not Section 80. Like, Kendrick had Section 80.
Oh, you're saying they weren't like similar
Yeah.
albums, but this is the album that people will start talking about Jid more.
Yeah, this is gonna be remembered. Like, it's not gonna remember like Good Kid, Mad City. It's not gonna be on Billboard 200
Okay.
for 10
all right.
years.
Yeah, yeah.
You
okay.
feel me?
I thought you were saying like it was like
But-
his. Okay, all right. So,
Yeah.
Maybe we
So,
about that.
and then number 3, SZA. Like, that is actually
Wow.
incredible to me. Like, she came in late and like she's doing big ass numbers. Like, it's remind me of Beyonce. Like, globally, she's doing great. Like, one of the
Oh, yeah,
best
I gotta get him
black
here.
artist that is doing well globally, like outside of Europe and stuff. Like, everyone listen to her. Like, she is really getting ran up right now, and that's great. So, I mean,
Mhm.
and this number 4, a lot of people not gonna agree with me. And like, this album came out like early in the year, and it's one of those shorter albums. But, like, I just appreciate production so much from Earl on Sick. Sick is
Whoa.
great. Like, I
Oh,
Wait, that was the one that didn't have East on it, right?
Nah,
Yeah.
East was like an album ago.
All right, bet.
You sure?
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
There's
was
not
on
that many
Feats of
features
Clay.
on
That was on
Click.
Feats of Clay. Never
Like
mind.
okay, like Old Friend is a great the production on every single beat is just amazing. Like he really, I like this one a lot. I mean, I don't know if it's top 5, but it's my top 5. And then
Respectable.
5th, I got Joey Badass of 2000. I was bumping this super heavy when it came out. Like 2000 is probably one of the best sequel albums I've ever listened to. Like coming, like it was like 1999 but more mature, and it was great. And overall, I liked it a lot. And then, so for 6, I say "Melt My Eyes Here," featured by Denzel. That album was crazy, like for sure. He went crazy on that album. I never listened to Denzel until this year. And then the deluxe with like the Cold whatever that shit, like the remixes or the hard as fuck too. And then A Few Good Things by Saba. Never listened to Saba until this year. And I listened to
Oh,
his
you
other
never listened to
album.
him before this year?
Nah.
Did you listen did you go back and listen to Bucket List? And
No,
stuff
I
like that?
listened. Well, I listened to what's his last?
Care For
What's
Me?
his last?
Care For Me.
Yeah, I listened to that. I listened to that album a lot actually. That I
Yes,
love.
sir.
That.
Hell yeah.
And A Few Good Things, great.
It's always in my
G-
vibrato.
G
Yes.
Herbo feature is crazy too.
You Serato.
Nah, I said what I said.
Go ahead.
Oh, all right. So then for 8, there's this girl called Raven Lene. It's an R&B album called Hypnos. It was
Yes,
cool.
sir.
She has a little different
Yeah, that's
sound.
cool.
See, huh?
No, I was
You
saying that's
listen
cool.
to
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
her.
So that was good as hell. I almost went to one of her shows, but I didn't get to it. But and then so what is this 9? For 9, I'm just putting Boldy as a whole because he dropped 4 albums this year. He dropped Killing Nothing, Mr. 1008, Fair Exchange No Robbery, and Be That As I May. And like Be That As I May, it was a little but Killing Nothing, Fair Exchange No Robbery, and Mr. 1008 really solid drops if you ain't listen to those. So I definitely have to put him up there. And then if I was going to throw a 10 on there, I don't know. There's a lot of good drops this year for sure. I listen to a lot of different people. There's just also this guy called Mike. He's kind of like Earl Sweatshirt. He has some cool little soul samples on his stuff. Listen to that. So that was
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it wouldn't really. Like, I gotta respect y'all's list this year, no matter what the fuck it is. I haven't really heard any bad albums on some real shit.
yeah.
There's like a lot of opinionated bad albums of like everything that I heard was honestly pretty good this year. Like that's why it was so hard for me to even make it. I mean, I started off making 5, but then I was like, nah, man, I gotta have this on there. I have to have this on there because like this year was long as hell. I mean, when I was looking at
It
that
was,
shit, like
bro.
there was so many albums
Oh
like
my
what that
God.
dropped this year.
Bro, there's so many. Especially in
Yes.
it was like in it was the second and the fourth quarter. Both of those were like, oh, everybody released. Like, it's insane.
Because I think this is
I
the
didn't hear
first
no
year
Taylor
that
Swift,
COVID
though.
didn't even touch this shit. Like COVID
Ain't
kind of
lying.
interfered with 2021, but 2022, like, no, we all dropping. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, everybody had so much stockpiled. Like every artist released like every couple weeks. It was insane. So I always had like some new like artist to listen to.
I forgot. Mabby dropped this year too. Yeah, this year
You
is
see,
crazy.
everybody dropped this
Who?
year. Like,
You know Mabby, bro?
Oh,
Nah, he's
Bro,
hard,
damn.
bro. Mabby's super hard.
what
like
was
his-
that?
it's just Earl Offspring. It's not, or it's
What?
MF Doom Offspring. It's not.
No,
really,
okay, I thought that too, bro. But if you listen to his new album is his own sound. You gotta
Nah,
check
we
it.
gonna see. We gonna see. People be saying that about all these different like Earl Sweatshirt hybrids. It's not really.
What? How many
Damn,
hybrids
what?
are there? Like, what do you have
There's
to
a
do to be
lot
an
of them,
Earl
like
Sweatshirt
Red
hybrid?
Veil. You listen to East and get inspired.
No
that's all you gotta do, dog.
Not
I
a
think
soul got
Redville's
inspired by
a
that shit.
Earl clone. You think Redville's an Earl
Absolutely.
clone?
Absolutely. That
I was
man's
thinking-
14 years old. What?
I was thinking more, kind of Earl inspired, but who else was I thinking of? Obviously Tyler, but there was another artist who sounds exactly like him. Well, he sounds exactly like. It wasn't Earl though, but I see what you mean.
No, you got that loop sample. We're like, I thought about life before I was inside of a caterpillar, and like all of that. And I'm like,
What?
yeah, all of that.
He's talking
Yeah, like,
gotta be
that's
fake deep.
No, but like no, because it's dope. Like it's actually like really well written. It's just like, come on, bro. Like but the beat doing the boom 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 boom, you know, and it's just the same loop. You know what I mean? It's cool. You know
Yeah,
what
I know
I'm saying?
what
Chop
you're
samples is cool, but Jay Dilla did it in 19.
So the beats like
Yeah,
it's just
whatever.
repeats and it doesn't get like creative or anything.
You heard East, right?
Yeah, but that's no. That was just shrieks
That's
and
like
screams.
yeah, that's atrocious flipped. But like that's
what
a
what
lot
is it a
of
flip of? People dying? What the fuck is that song
it's some
sampling?
horns.
No,
It's
dog.
horns.
That shit is
Yes,
terrible.
It's a horn.
Like the
It's-
fact that
it's
y'all showed
flipped.
me that was the first Earl song I ever heard, and I will never listen to that nigga again
way.
because he dropped that.
Wait, what song is y'all talking?
East.
East.
The burn up, burn up, burn up, burn up.
SpongeBob flip.
I never
Come on,
listened to
dog.
that. This
Don't.
Bro.
says-
If
Nah,
you
that's
listen
the
to it, you'll
best,
lose all
bro. I
respect
love
for that
that
man
song.
ever.
I got you, dog. Don't even trip, bro. Hold on,
Girls
let
just
me
be
show
trying to different shit out, man. I don't
No,
know.
don't.
Okay.
This nigga said I got you.
Homie really said he be trying stuff out. Alright, okay. Tell me how you feel about this tryout.
I don't want to hear it now. I'm
No,
scared.
you can listen to it, bro. Take 2 seconds. I promise you. Once it start, you
Yeah,
gonna stop
play
it.
I'll
I promise
play
you.
it. But this is what
Maybe
he's
it's a
about to be
little fire
listening to,
loop.
audience.
Maybe
If
it's
you
a
haven't
little
heard
nice
this
chopped
shit
and
yet,
screw that you gotta
this shit is
appreciate.
fucking
Bro, just
terrible, bro.
press play for 2 seconds and you'll be like, nah, bro.
Yeah, the first two horns, you're like, no, that isn't even played by somebody the skill.
Classic.
Like,
Tell me you don't pause the song 3 seconds in, dog. I don't want to hear nothing from it.
this shit is fucking.
But no,
What
but
is
I
the
did
music video?
like Sing. It's the music video. It's really a music video for it. That's the real one.
Oh my god, turn that shit off, dog.
Is it called East? What's it called, bro?
Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it, bro. honestly, feel like I want to follow Light Up because I feel like Taco and Z got a lot more music than I do on mine. So I'll probably go second.
Do you think?
All right, so my first, I have Mr. Morale. I went back to that album a lot more than I thought I would, honestly. And I feel like it's criminal if you don't got that album at number one, honestly. Number two, I actually just heard this album probably about a few weeks ago. I mean, it just dropped a month ago, so I haven't had that much time to sit with it. But I feel like all of King's Diseases have been amazing, but this one's probably the best one that I've heard. So I got KD3 at number two. I went back to that a lot. Especially, who was it sampling? I've forgotten that one song. You probably know what I'm talking about, Z. Sample of somebody singing. That song goes fucking crazy.
No, I don't know.
At number three, I've listened to this album a lot this year. That's because I like Sato a lot. So I got few good things at number three. Probably not, if Care For Me was this year, I'd probably have that one above all this because that's his best album to me. But A Few Good Things definitely is strong number three. At number four, I have Ghetto Gods. I forgot that dropped this year as well.
That dropped this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Earth Gang, bro. Yeah.
Ghetto Gods is just, I don't know. I mean, it spoke to me a lot, especially, I mean, they used the song the phrase I say the most. I have DM'd them niggas a few times, asked if I could use it without being, copyright strike and stuff, but they never hit me back, so fuck them niggas. But I do like that album, though. Number five, I have Forever Story, JID. Another good-ass album to me, honestly. I got a couple of honorable mentions. That is my top five, though. At number six, I got Ramona Parks, Broke My Heart. I like that album from Vince a lot. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody said that. I'm surprised you didn't say that. Like, you listen to Vince?
Hell yeah, that album is a bop, bro. I had that shit on repeat. He definitely did his thing.
Yeah, he went fucking crazy on that shit. At number six is probably gonna be a surprise, but I actually have 777 from Lotto. I feel like every single song on there
That
is
song,
fucking
the
crazy.
album is crazy.
I
Yeah,
didn't listen to that.
that album was fucking insane. Like every song on there had me dancing at work. And they got Childish Gambino and just a random song with Lil Wayne on it too. Like that album is fucking,
Like, there's no reason that album's amazing.
yes,
like,
bro. Like that's one of those albums I had no expectations going into it, but every single time a song pops up in shuffle, I play it all the way through because it's just that fucking good. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't listened to it, definitely go check it out. Number 8, I have Tana Talk 4. Enjoyed that album. Probably the best album from Griselda for me this year. Conway probably a close second, but he didn't make it in the top 10. Number 9, I have I Never Liked You. Also a pretty good album to me. And then number 10, I have Her Loss. carried by that last song, honestly, but still a very good album to me.
Controversial list.
Bro, before we go on to Taco and see, I kind of want to throw controversial. I don't know if niggas listen to the album. Gorilla's album was actually not bad. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to throw that out there.
I can't, bro.
I never listened to it. It was a bad. I mean, I didn't even give it a chance.
I think
honestly.
that, bro, Gorilla's album was, I thought it was gonna be horrible, and it was pretty good. I listened to the whole thing. I listen to the song sometimes. I'm just saying, she could be good. If you listen to Armani Caesar too, she signed Griselda. She was another good female artist I listened to this year. It wasn't like a great drop, but you know what I'm saying. It could probably be top 50 for the year, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just disrespectful like that. I'm not gonna give it a chance. Like I tried to come up with some excuse of why I haven't heard it. I don't care.
Like I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no reason.
I've tried. No. I listened to the album that made her successful. I couldn't, bro.
I was
on a road trip.
that made her
You
successful.
don't understand. I was on a road trip. I went to Chicago over the summer, and I made a set playlist of full albums that I hadn't listened to yet, just so I'd be forced to listen to them and be able to be like, oh, cool. Nah, bro, I pulled over to the side and turned it off, bro.
You pulled over? What?
I pulled over.
You pulled over to delete the album?
I can't, bro.
No way, man.
There's no
bro.
way.
Was it that? Like, what was wrong with it? Just her rapping or what?
Bro,
Wait, you talking about Gorilla's
everything,
first album,
dog.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, I
bro.
listened to that shit. That shit was atrocious. I'm not going.
Bro, I'm like, how did this happen? How did they allow this? Yeah, no.
No way, it was that bad. Is that the one that Fuck Nigga Free was on?
I think so.
Fuck Nigga Free was on.
Or no,
the
it was
album.
it was a different
single.
song. It's a different song that was a hit before FNF. Hold on, let me find it, bro.
How the hell
Keep going.
How did she get famous off that album though? If the song wasn't even on there,
It's a great question, dog. It's
Famous off that one.
it's Trust Issues and GMFU. But
I've never heard either of those songs.
I
Not at
don't
all.
remember either.
those
though,
are the
but I
songs that
think-
like
Oh, that's the one that's like, oh, trust issues. That one?
no, it was
Oh.
the other one.
Yeah.
It was one before
I
that
don't know
one.
I don't know what
The other one.
I don't know what the fuck.
No. Just say that on what is his name? On oh my gosh, hold on. What is his name? Duke Deuce's album? Amazing,
Duke
but it's not because of her. It's because he told somebody
Oh, it's 'cause
that
she
when they
went
have
crazy
sex, they
on
sound
it,
like
yeah.
no. He says when we have sex, you smell like chicken grease. So I don't want to fuck with you.
What? He told her that?
No, he told a girl that. He said, oh my god, hold on, I can find the lyric.
That is
Y'all keep
genuinely
going though.
insane. No way. That is the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard in my life.
He was like, I don't even like you anyway. You in sex, chicken smelling ass, some shit like that.
Damn.
Let me find. Let me hold on. Nah,
I
it
need
was.
to hear.
And then she came in from the girl's point of view and was like, why
No.
she went.
There's no introspection. There was none of that. He just did his thing. Dog.
No way.
Let's keep it going though. y'all can go to the next one.
I need to hear Taco's list. What's up?
All right, yeah. What was controversial about my list?
You know, bro.
Her loss?
What?
Hey,
That's
her
what was
loss was crazy.
controversial.
I'm not gonna
Her
lie,
loss
bro.
was
Throw that in the
insane.
top 10. Throw that in
Her
the top
loss?
10 right
I mean,
now, bro.
it's a great album. I mean, I don't really know what.
Whoa, I feel like great is. crazy.
So my
I ain't
whole
gonna
list
lie.
is controversial because
It's
that
a
one
good
song is number
album.
10?
Nah, there was another album on there. I
Yeah,
don't
there
know
was.
why.
There was
I forgot
like
which one
2,
it was.
3. Yeah, like 2, 3 hours.
Well, I need to hear the pushback.
Yeah,
What is
because
it?
I didn't.
Wait,
Yeah,
can you say your last 5 again?
My last 5?
Did you say your
Ramona-
10 or did
Ramona-
you just say 5?
He
I
said
said I took 10.
Oh yeah, so you say your last 5.
Ramona Parks Broke My Heart at number 6.
Yeah.
That's not controversial.
That was the
It is
controversial.
It is controversial. That was controversial to me just because I don't know. I don't know if it was like last time or something like that. But I forgot who was shitting on Vince Staples, and I was just like, damn, like I got Vince in your top 10. That's interesting. He's not in my top 10, but it's not that the album was bad. It's just like I don't know. Part of me just I really prefer the self-titled album more than that one. Might have just been me though.
It was just your dog.
I don't know. I feel like that's like.
I thought that was a pretty good album, honestly.
No,
I think
I
that's
even
really
went back and
really
listened
like
to it
that
earlier and
album
was
a
like,
lot.
no, it's actually
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
really like that album a lot. It's in my top 20.
I feel like the only controversial one on mine would probably be like maybe Tana Talk.
I thought you were about to say Future. We was about to.
No.
Oh yeah, nah, that album's garbage.
You're crazy.
I never liked you.
You're crazy.
Personally.
You're crazy. You're
I totally
crazy.
forgot about the shit. Yeah, see,
Crazy.
but that's exactly
You're
how
crazy.
that album makes me feel. I totally forgot you said it, but yeah, that one.
You're crazy.
What's bad about the
Respectfully.
Future album?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie
Not a
though.
thing. We could,
I'm throwing Babyface Ray dropped 2 pretty good albums this year.
I understand.
listen to
I
him-
haven't listened to him yet. Something about him. I think something about that genre of music is just not for me. I don't like.
I mean,
any
no
of it.
disrespect
Like,
to me not saying like NBA or
No.
anybody of that.
No,
genre.
he's more like he's in the vein of like ESTG. Like I don't. None of that.
I say Babyface Ray more like he remind me. He's almost like I don't know. I don't want to say like Griselda type, but he could almost be on Griselda if he was more underground. But like,
Yeah, but he's not from there. This sort of thing, you know. He's not from Buffalo. But no, do you think, Taco? Tell us the non-controversial list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I got you.
I gotta hear it.
I do. I'm gonna say I have a 10, so I'm gonna just go with the 10. I just gotta say the last like 4 of the 10 are gonna be switched now, just because I remember 2 albums. I remember
No, you good? Go ahead. You good? Don't spoil it.
Dami and JD Beck shit. Oh, my phone. You're right. My phone. But yeah. I remember 2, so I gotta switch the last 5 up. But anyways, I go with my first 5. So of course, number 1, Mr. Morale, Big Steppers. Not really much to say there. I do want to say though, actually, when it first came out, I didn't like it at all. Well, not at all, but like I just didn't like it.
I remember that take.
Yeah, me and Yofim kind of hated that shit. Like the moment it dropped, like it just I did not like it at all. And then obviously I kept listening to it, and then I had I had a flight like the next day after it came out, and Apollo. That's when I went to Atlanta. Like it was like the day before it dropped, and like on the flight, even though it was like, a
So
2.5
like
hour
seeing
flight,
me probably like spark something and you're like, oh
No.
I don't know about you. But anyways, so I waiting at the airport, and then I was on the plane, and I was just waiting there after I landed. I listened to the album maybe like 4 times or something like that, like in a row.
Damn.
Even that morning, I was just like, yo, this is different. And it took me like maybe a week or 2 to fully realize that this is Kendrick at his best. Aside from Good Kid, because I still think Good Kid and T-Pab are 10s, are like straight up 10. Maybe
Yeah,
T-Pab is
yeah.
a 10, and Good Kid is like a 9.8, right? This is definitely like a
that's
9.5.
controversial right there, dude.
You're crazy.
Now,
I don't like Good Kid as much as I do T-Pab at all.
Yeah, I feel.
I honestly, no, it's like it switches for me. The past like year or 2, yeah, it switches for me all the time. But the past year or 2, it's always been T-Pab. Even though I guess you could argue. You could argue Good Kid has more replay value than T-Pab.
Yes, bro. Okay, I used to think To Pimp a Butterfly was like his best album, but I don't know. Just listen to Good Kid, Mad City, the story, like he tells a story throughout the whole album. That's why I like that and Damn so much. Like Damn, I didn't like Damn at first, but like really grew on me.
I think I think Kendrick has like an expertise in whatever part of life you're in at that moment is what you're gonna like the most. So
Exactly.
you growing up and you're of course living in Ohio and stuff, so you probably resonate with that album a lot more. And T-Pab would probably resonate with like the adults more who are experiencing more adult things. So I get that. I understand it.
No, that's 100% true. Like that's what I realized as well, because those albums. Well, this talks less about the albums, more about like my appreciation and love for Kendrick as an artist. I feel like those albums that have come out in very specific moments in my life, like every Kendrick album that's come out, some crazy shit or like something big in my life has happened. Like not except for Good Kid, because my boy Mark put me onto Kendrick and Good Kid when it came out. So exactly 10 years ago. So it came out 2012. So 10 years ago, I was in high school. I think it was like my freshman year of high school. But yeah, he put me onto that. So that was a crazy entering high school, listening to Kendrick, that album to drop and everything like that. And then the next album that came out, it was Damn. So that was after it was T-Pab. So when T-Pab dropped, I had so much shit going on in my life. It was like very like 2015 was a crazy fucking year. So much going on. And then Damn came out like in college, 2017. I just had entered college the year before, like a few months before. It was kind of crazy. And now Mr. Morale drops, and it's also I have like a very it's a very important thing going on in my life, and at literally quite literally that exact time that it did drop. So yeah, so it'll always stick with me. But that being said, album has shown me so much about what Kendrick, going through it, letting it marinate and everything. It showed me how much Kendrick has been able to grow as an artist, and not just as an artist, but being like more mature about shit. Not just, I don't know, because if you listen to the album, by the end of it, you realize like this album is really about like, for at least for him, like self-help and like finding himself and prioritizing himself over really all like the fame and like the money and everything like that. He'd rather leave that behind. He'd rather like have a hold of his family, have a hold of his mental health above everything. So that really, I feel like, is the pinnacle of what Kendrick can talk about. That being said, even though I do think it's like, actually I'd probably rate it like at a number rating less than Good Kid and TPAB, but I would still have it as probably his best overall cohesive album. Now, it might be confusing. It's confusing to me, but yeah, that's just how I have it. So that's why it's at number one. I won't go too deep into
put his
the
best
other.
cohesive at TPAB, honestly. I mean, TPAB sounds like all one story.
His most cohesive is probably TPAB. I think his best album is Damn, but I understand why people say Good Kid, Mad City because it's nostalgia.
That's interesting.
I'm sorry. Before I'm saying after Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Obviously, it's number one, but I'm saying Damn, and then TPAB, and then Good Kid.
You got Mr. Morale as your number one Kendrick album?
Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's
weird.
I'm not gonna lie.
What about you, Changa, bro? What about you? Where would you rank Mr. Morale out of all the other Kendrick albums?
I'm surprised you got that number one, bro. On some real shit.
Who, me?
You talking about me?
Yeah, Changa.
Me. I rated it a 10. Like especially like.
Sorry, you don't know. I was just asking. Like, do you think that it's the best Kendrick album, or like where do you place it out of one?
Honestly, to me, yeah. Because like, I'm not gonna lie to you, after going to that concert and seeing like how the whole thing was put together and shit, it dead ass feels like every single album that he's made was connecting to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Because like majority of the whole performance was dead ass is some lady talking, like a therapist talking to him, saying that you want how long are you going to be trapped in this box, his emotions, all these personal shit he's been going through. Like, honestly, I see his best album.
Say it again. Say it louder though.
I love Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers more than Damn.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Man, that's not that controversial.
I want to get mine.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I went to the too, and I had close ass seats actually, and I think this is different for me too, because the only Kendrick album I've been alive to and listened to when it came out was this album. Like, this
that's
is the only
crazy.
album.
How old are you?
that's actually insane.
No, I think the album that I've been alive for. That's just the only album that I've been alive to and I've waited for it to come out to listen to. Like,
okay,
he means like he felt the anticipation.
Okay,
don't say alive to.
I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, when the fucking Damn drop? What?
Bro, he dropped an album 5 years ago, not 50. Like, what?
Hey,
bro, the way you made it sound like an Outkast album about to drop. Bro.
Like
what?
Like Nirvana came back.
Yeah. When I've been alive for.
The only album I haven't gone back to listen to is this album.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Section. Like, I honestly, I put this as Kendrick's worst album. I don't know if it's like, I like Section 80 over Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Look. Okay.
Wait, Section, not even Good Kid, Section 80?
No, I'm saying I put all the albums above that one.
Damn! Well,
okay, look, listen.
Okay.
Well, obviously, we're not talking about
Butterflies over Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Yeah, but Section 80. Put that down.
Even the Black Panther album?
No, okay.
Okay, I don't count Untitled Unmastered, and I don't count the Black Panther albums.
What about Overly Dedicated?
I like Untitled Unmastered better than Section 80.
Overly Dedicated is Boo Boo. That's definitely
it's not Boo Boo. Whoa, that's disrespectful. But I don't.
To the pinnacle that Kendrick can be, you think that's comparable in any way?
I think that it deserves to be on his discography for sure. I think
Yeah,
it's
but
a
it's
great
boo boo
album.
compared to the rest of it. Untitled
It's
Unmastered
not boo-boo,
watches
it's-
that album.
What?
Nah, let me
Well,
let me
that's
let me say
crazy.
something.
I'm
Let me
not
say
gonna
Untitled
lie.
Overly
Unmastered was a good ass
dedicated.
album.
Name 3 songs you like of Overly Dedicated.
Michael
Michael
Jordan,
I'll wait.
PMP 1.5,
I'll wait.
and Average Joe.
You
I
like
can't
Average
name-
Joe?
I can't
You
name
like Average Joe? You think
the one.
Average Joe
The
is?
one Janae Aiko's good, but I don't listen to Overly
Alright.
Dedicated on replay by
You
short
know
as
it's
hell.
14 songs on that album, right?
This man is not
When
human.
the
This
fuck
man
did he
is an
even
alien.
drop this album? When was this?
It was
What, Overly
2011.
Dedicated?
He
His
uh,
first album or
released
some
it- he
shit?
dropped it
2010.
after he dropped Heart Part 3 when Heart Part 4. Sorry, he dropped Heart Part 4 when that came out. So
I thought that
That
was
was like
Damn.
20
Nah, it was
17?
3. It was 3.
That was,
Was it
3,
three?
bro.
Yeah,
I
he
Yeah.
thought it
dropped
was
Damn
3.
after 4.
yeah, it's like what? Yeah. Are you
Yeah,
gonna say the rap
OD
game?
was
Yeah.
2010.
OD was
2010.
2010.
Oh, he
Yeah.
dropped after Heart Part 3?
Well,
Yeah.
Did y'all
after
already
Heart
say
Part
like
3.
your
Oh, yeah, it was
top like
trash
10
then.
albums of this year? or
No,
something?
I don't know if
Because I
Taco
just
was
came
done. I'm supposed to go
Nah.
next, but I don't know if Taco.
Nah,
was done.
nah. I just
Yeah, Taco
I-
only went through his first one. Then we
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
Kendrick
just talking
argument.
about Kendrick.
All right, what's your number 2?
It's Kendrick, so I had to. But anyways,
No,
number
I
2.
was asking because I'm at work, so I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna be part of this podcast.
Yeah, you good. Anyways, number 2 is Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. Easy. Number 2. If anything, I would have put it at number 3. But anyways,
Damn.
number 3. This just came out, and I did listen to it. Like I think yesterday, 2 days ago. The first time I listened to it, bro. It was really good. I was very tempted to put this at number 2, but at number 3 is Herbert by Absol.
Crazy.
That
dude.
album is so good, bro.
Is it?
I forgot about
It's
that one.
so fan damn good. Yes, sir.
That's-
Like, listen, that's coming from me, who's like, I've been like a fan of all TD and shit for like 10 years. So I've listened to all their albums. I've listened to everything. Absol has not had an album like this since, well, maybe his last album was getting to the level of like, I guess, I don't want to say the word cohesion again, but basically like cohesion. But like, because the album before this one, I forgot what that shit was called. But the one before that, I think it was like These Days. Like that wasn't that
These
great.
days, and then Do What Thou Wilt.
Yeah, Do What Thou
was
Will was
fucking
his
insane.
last one. That was a good album. But the thing is, I feel like at that point he still wasn't at that level, at the level of like, I don't even know what the right word to describe it as, but basically like right now, this album Herbert just shows how much he's grown since Do What Thou Will, and basically combine all the elements that made that album great into more like samples. Like this is very like a sample heavy album. But yeah, it's honestly like if you haven't listened to it, go for it. If you have, maybe listen to it like another time. But it has really great replay value. You got like features like Big Sean.
Yeah, Big
Even
Sean.
I don't even like Russ, but like Russ had like a decent verse on there as well, and it was a decent album, bro.
Yeah, Big Sean went crazy on that shit.
Unfortunately, he did that Detroit flow at the end
What
of
do
it.
you, what's wrong with you? What do you mean?
Kind of ruined the whole
Oh,
verse.
wait.
I'm not
He's
gonna
from
lie to you.
Detroit.
Okay, so what?
Anyways, number 4, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future by Denzel Curry. Not really much to say there. It's Denzel. He never disappoints in my opinion. Every album he's put out, I feel it's gotten greater than the last one. Number 5, I put No Thank You by Lil Sims. That also just came out a few weeks ago. I think it was a surprise drop, but I really fuck with Lil Sims. I think her last album was on my top 6 or top 7 last year. But that was a great album. This is a great album as well. A nice little drop there.
I've never
Number
heard of her,
6.
I don't think.
I put you got us to it, bro. Number 6.
She's
I
the
put-
I may be. Sometimes I may be introvert. It was that album.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 6, I put The Forever Story by Jid. Number 7, I put Renaissance by Beyonce. Number 8 is Trill Music and Zion by Lupe Fiasco.
Yes, sir.
Number 9, Motomami by Rosalia. And number 10 is 2000 by Joey Badass. But with that being
Hey,
said,
yes, sir. I appreciate
that being said, hold on, bro. You're not gonna say yay in a second. That being said, I can say that is out of the picture now because Z reminded me of the great album of this year that was Not Tight by Dami and JD Beck. I honestly forgot about that album. I'm not gonna lie to you, but not thinking about it again, I literally listened to it almost every day, like a few songs from there for a little while. I remember even playing like on my PS5. I'd be like playing a game and I'd be having that album in the background. It's a vibe. It's fucking dope. And that song, like I mentioned to it before I started recording, I think the song Pilot, Dami and JD Beck has Anderson .Paak on it on the chorus, and you got Busta Rhymes, you got Snoop on there. That's one of my favorite songs of this year. It's a great song. It's a great album. So I would definitely put that. Maybe I'd put that at number 9, and I put Motor Mommy by Rosalie at number 10. But yeah, that's my list.
Respectable.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
listen to Denzel. I don't listen to a few niggas on there, but I guess the people that like Denzel said the album was pretty good.
I don't listen
Oh,
to.
nice. That was a good list. Not bad.
I need to get on to y'all music. I listen-
And are we gonna let Jazz do his thing?
Yo, yeah. Well, Nitro, you can go
I
ahead and
don't
go
know who-
Nitro, and then
Or
we'll have
Nitro.
Z
Oh,
go.
okay, good. Good. All right. So, number one, my top 10. It will go to Earl Sweatshirt Sick. I'm so proud that he's
Yeah,
going
you're
back
starting
to
off
his,
at the
his
best.
roots. Yeah, bro. I'm starting off with the best.
I was making sure. All right.
Okay.
The Sweatshirt Sick. Don FM by The Weeknd. Let me see. Let Your Eyes See
I
Your
forgot
Future
about that
by
one, but
Denzel.
don't change nothing.
I think it's because I don't know. I think it's something about it, bro. Something about it is so good. You see, Know Your Eyes See Your Future by Denzel. That shit is endless replayable. Play to me. Let me see. Metro Boomin's album. I forgot the name. Oh, Heroes and Villains.
Heroes and Villains, yeah.
Mhm.
Joji.
Smithereens.
Yes, bro. Joji's album. Smithereens is beautiful. Top. SOS by SZA.
Mm.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was feeling myself a little bit with SZA's album, bro. I'm like, yo, he got it.
In what way?
Yeah.
And,
What kind of way were you feeling, dog?
You know,
I was
I
feeling the- I
understand
was feeling-
either way, but
Hey,
Yeah.
I was
Like what
feeling
kind
the-
of way?
I was feeling the funky way, bro. I was like, damn, SZA, you got it for real.
Yeah.
oh yeah, we
come
forgot
on,
about
this-
Harry Styles' album.
Who?
Oh no. Oh,
Forgot about what?
oh no.
We did.
West
Okay.
Side Gun. I'm not saying the title,
It's
but
cute.
it's another West Side Gun album.
Now,
It's
please
called
don't.
Something Wears Herms.
Officially.
Really good album.
Kanye Wears
And-
Hermes. Kanye Wears Hermes.
Yeah, Kanye Wears
Kanye Wears
Hermes. I'm
Hermes.
not saying the name.
Hermes. Yeah.
Hermes,
Hermes.
Let's go.
And obviously Steve Lacy. He had to be in my list.
Yo, I forgot about that.
And one
It's not on my
more
list, but I
goes to Mr. Moran the Big Step with Kendrick. He had it. This
Yeah,
is my album.
Sorry,
Where
at number
where was
10?
he at though? Where was he at
Wait,
though
what?
on your list? Like I understand that like your list wasn't really like ordered in any way.
Oh my
So like,
God,
but
my
if you
God.
were to put like number 1 on that list of like unordered, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
albums, where would the first one be?
The first album will be Mr. Morale. It's my top
Okay.
of all time.
Of
I
all
think it's
time,
But
that's
on this
all
list.
crazy.
Time. What?
But on this list
Of all
though.
time this year though.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, my fault. Right now I'm mopping a room right now, so I'm like trying to
Yeah,
focus.
Yeah, I mean, I
appreciate
feel like nobody's not gonna have that album number 1, honestly, because like it speaks to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I that album, bro. I needed it. That was honestly, it was like one of my first concert albums too. So I'm like, yo, like automatically.
Yes, sir,
But yeah, bro, that's my top 10, bro.
bro.
All right, best
Okay.
Z, if you want to go.
All right, so I got about like I don't know, maybe 30, right? But I'll ignore after 20. And well, like the rest of them will be honorable mentions. I don't really have like an order for the rest of them. All right, so obviously, Miss Morale and the Big Steppers is one of the best pieces of work that's been made in the past 20 years. Obviously, Mother I Sober is probably the best rap song that's ever been made. So that's number 1 for me. I think Black Vintage by Black Odyssey is number 2 for me. Digital Roses Never Die by Big Crit is number 3 for me.
That
West
came out
Side
last year, right?
Boogie's, it did. It came out this year. West
Oh,
West
okay,
Side
okay.
Boogie's More Black Superheroes is number 4.
Ooh, good one.
Simba's Results Takes Time is number 5 for
Another
me.
good one.
Age, Sex, Location by Ari Lennox is number 6. Ramona Broke My Heart by Vince is number 7. Saba's A Few Good Things is number 8. The Forever Story by JID
Damn.
is number 9. Future's I Never Liked You is number 10. Coping Mechanism by Willow Smith is number 11. Wasteland by Brent Faiyaz is number 12. SZA's SOS is number 13.
I'm surprised you had her solo too.
It's because I got to sit with the rest of these albums much longer than hers.
Yeah, that one
Most
just
of
came
these
out.
albums came out like much earlier, and Forever Story is just undisputedly a good album. So
yeah, it's
it
probably
got
like, it's
sat
definitely
in
top
there.
5 for sure. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's 10 for me. I think actually.
No, it was a number 9, but it's alright.
Okay, it was 9. My bad. It was in the top 10 though. I gotta give it that. But okay, so Moments by Tobe Nwigwe is what is this now?
It's number 12, I think.
What? No, it would have been 13, right?
Okay, 13.
14,
yeah.
15, 16, 17, 18. No, what? This math doesn't make any sense. See, this is why you don't talk. See, 1,
Dog,
2,
just learn to
3,
count.
4,
What do you
5, 6.
mean?
I was 14. I lost my count is the issue. All right, so 15 is Beyonce's Renaissance. 16 is Breezy by Chris Brown. 17 is KD3 by Nas. Probably, I would have put Magic much higher by Nas on this, but that came out in like December, like the last week of December for no reason. He just randomly appeared.
Yeah.
004 Daisy by Dixon is 17 or 18. Sorry. Drill Music in Zion by Lupe is 19, and Not Tight by Domi and JD Beck is 20. My honorable mentions range from Herbert by Absol, Raven Lenae's Hypno, 777 by Lotto, Sudan Archives, Natural Brown Prom Queen, 070 Shake, You Can't Kill Me, Super Tecmo Bow by Boldy James, Pusha's T, Almost Dry, God Don't Make Mistakes by Conway, Hombres 3000, Don FM by Weekend, and Gemini Rights by Lacey.
Andre 3000.
No, Hombre, 3,000 degrees. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
No way that nigga dropped this shit.
Yeah, Andre 3000. He in my honorable mentions though. He's the artist himself.
No way, man.
No, but that's my list. I will say that Black Vintage is really high. It's number 2 on my list, but it actually is technically a deluxe album, and it came out last year. So if I were to take that out, then I would probably have, I definitely would have Big Crit's album as number 2. Everything would sort of just shift up, and I would probably put, if anything on this list, just because it's raw consistency, probably 777 by Lotto. And if not, then Herbert, just because Do Better is one of my favorite songs of the year. So that's just what it is.
Yeah, Go Off was probably one of your better ones too.
No.
What do you mean no?
Who?
Yeah, Big Sean. On there.
No, I said Do Better is one of my favorite songs from Herbert, or off Herbert. It's
Yeah, I
one
was
of
just
the
saying,
only
like, Do Better, Go Off.
like I've listened to
probably-
Do Better more than bro. Okay, for K-Dot's album, Taco was talking about how like he had an issue earlier into listening to the album, and so like he went back and listened to it. Bro, I listened to that album. I think on actually I can check on iTunes. It like records how many times you've listened to an album. Bro, I think I've listened to that album like 700 times or something. Like it was crazy, some crazy list. But like the first week or something that the album came out, I listened to it straight. I think like 86, 89 times, something like that. Bro, that album is a masterpiece, and so is Damn, because that's why it's number 2. But we don't have to talk about that. It's fine.
I don't see what
You
y'all
don't
see in Damn.
I know.
Okay,
now,
okay.
Dan, listen. I'll say this about Dan. The exact way how I felt about Mr. Morale was similarly how I felt when Damn came out, because Damn, I listened to that in like a quad area in a college. I was visiting my friend's college. He was like, "Yo, come over. We're gonna have a listening party." Bet. I went there. I listened to the whole shit. I went crazy on DNA. I got a video of it. I was on ballistic. But after that, the whole album, I was just like mad confused. I really didn't know how to feel about it. But then I kind of marinated a little bit. I think that night there was like Reddit theory about him dropping another album.
Damn Nation.
That's right. Yeah, Damn Nation. Yeah.
I fucking gaslighted my friend so much to convincing them there was going to be another album. And then 2-3 days later, there was no fucking other album.
Of course.
But I gotta say, I feel like Damn is before its time. That definitely came out before its time, because as time went on, that's when I started to understand Damn, but for sure, like for real. And even though I don't think Damn is like better than like T-Pab or like Good Kid,
Crazy,
I do
nigga.
think it's to par with Good Kid. It's to par, even though they're completely different albums. It's to par with it.
I think
Because of the storytelling, because of the instrumentals, because of how raw Kendrick, like his delivery is in a lot of those songs, and how vulnerable he becomes in a lot of those songs. I mean, I would say the most vulnerable album is Mr. Morale, but and at that time, for obviously his newest album was Damn, and Good Kid, T-Pac came up for. He was so vulnerable, and like the song Fear and everything like that, and what was the song?
XXX.
No. I think it was like the third song on it, third or fourth.
Was it
song.
Yaga or something?
Yeah.
Element. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ya. No, it was Ya.
Element.
It was Ya.
Okay.
It was Ya.
Oh, Feel.
So, like-
and stuff like that. Like, bro,
Yeah.
nah, bro. Like, people don't understand. Like, well, Taco sort of hinted at it when he was talking about how Mr. Morale seems to have connected, or I think it might have been Nitro, that all of the albums
Yeah, it
connect
was
back into
Nitro.
Mr. Morale. The first 3 albums, he has a trilogy. Like the Good Kid into T-Pab into Damn tells a full story of like a prophet that doesn't want to be one, but he's ordained to be one, and then fights against it, and then tries to be what he thinks a prophet is, only for it to shatter in his face, and that's what you end up with Damn. And so it's literally the end of the story, which is why it doesn't seem to make as much sense it doesn't seem to be as direct as the rest of them are, but it's his most. That's the reason why, like, when people ask him about his albums, he puts that as his best, because he understood what he was making that album for. Because if you listen to the other albums into this one, into Damn, you end up with like a much bitter taste about like a lot of the songs from those, like when you rethink about all of those songs from the last 2 albums where he's talking about himself being the prophet, being the savior, etc. And then this one, he's recognizing that he can't do that, and that it doesn't work, and he keeps trying to do it, but he's as broken as everyone else. When in the XXX, when he's talking about like his cousin, he got a call from his homie who his son was killed, and then he's like, even though I love you, and you're looking at me to like be the person to tell you how to remedy your soul. If somebody touched my mama, touched my sister, touched my daddy, touched my all of that, I'd murder them, and then go to the judge and be like, I killed him, and here's the gun, bro. Like, I don't care, And then he immediately has to end the call because he's about to talk at a convention about gun control. You know what I mean? Like that, like all of that, like plays into, and then you go into Mr. Morale. But he's had so much time to really sit and understand himself, bro. And so like he recognizes that he doesn't really understand himself, and he has to break down those elements that he's touted so highly of himself. He's put himself on a pedestal because everyone has allowed him to, and it's ended up letting him to ignore. It led him to ignore all of his deficiencies and his habits and his awful behavior within himself, and the internal struggle that he's had this whole time that he hasn't really resolved. Because people just want him to be this savior. And so when he gets to Damn, it's the culmination of like, I'm dead inside, but I'm your savior. So it'll work itself out, right? I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do because that's what everybody wants from me. I'm telling you, bro, it's amazing. It's bro.
No, I get you too. Like the whole connecting up. Yeah, like literally. Even before the concert started, bro, like they kept like showing hints of his other lyrics from his other albums and shit, leading up to Mr. Morale, and then they had like a whole commercial segue. Just Kendrick, like that. Kendrick's talking about like everything he's been through, and like every single song and every single he chose specific type songs.
Yeah. And I haven't even seen a performance. It's just like there's so many times that he references himself as he thinks that he's one type of prophet, and so he compares himself to it, but then it doesn't really fit him. And then he compares himself to a different prophet later on in a different album. That doesn't really fit him. And then this album, for Damn, he considers himself as Moses, and it doesn't work. But it almost does, because he's like, I'm trying to help all of you guys get to the promised land, even if that means that I don't get there because of my own flaws. So that's why he's like, look, I want y'all to be better, even if it means that I'm still stuck here in hell or in damnation, you know. Which is why it's called Damn, because he's like, I'm damned in this situation, and it's fucked up. But like, I'm gonna help y'all at least. I'm gonna work through my own. I'm gonna talk about my own problems so you guys can realize what to do right. But then he gets isolated. Coronavirus happens and everything. He's like, bro, I still have these problems, and I shouldn't have to be this. I shouldn't have to be the arbiter of my own pain for you guys to be at peace with yourself. No, I want to be at peace with myself. Fuck y'all. So he chose him
for real.
Yeah,
He chose him.
yeah.
That's
It
like
reminds me
of
of like For Your Eyes Only. J. Cole is basically just speaking like through somebody else's eyes the entire album, and then finally ends it off with him basically talking about like, yeah, this album's for you, but it's from your dad. Of course, I was rapping from his point of view, and he just died. So here goes his album. Like, that's just fucking crazy to me.
Bro,
Or like
I
the
was just
song
gonna
Savior
say-
too. You know, like it made you think about it, like your savior type thing.
hmm Yeah, like
Like that
For
whole
Your Eyes
song in
Only is
general.
like still one of the best rap songs that's ever been made.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's not better than Mother Are Sober, but it's definitely one of the best like hip hop songs ever made.
I went back and listened to the album, and there's no skips on there at all.
There's none,
I
and
didn't
people
like
were
it
like,
at
"That
first.
shit's boring."
Yeah.
Like, bro, because you're not an adult.
Yeah,
You didn't.
it's
You,
Yeah, when I was like 16 to listen to it, I was like, man, get this bum ass shit out of here. But now listen to it as an
Golden
adult, I'm like,
That's just
oh,
artists, like For Your Eyes
Yes,
Only.
bro.
Definitely one of the best albums I've listened to.
yeah, that shit's
That's
fucking
debatable.
cold. You said what?
I said debatable.
What?
Sorry.
bro. But
Anyways,
we no. But listen to this. This is not debatable though. There's an issue that I have with all of you. All right, none of y'all have Taylor Swift. No, I'm kidding. None of y'all have
No, sir.
Big Crit's Digital Roses Never Die on y'all list. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with y'all.
I'm not
Like,
gonna lie
what's
to you,
really
I'm just-
happening?
I'm not really a fan of Big Crit. Not that I think he's bad or nothing. I'm
That's
just
cool.
never became a fan. You know.
Yeah.
What if I
think it's
told you
pretty
you made
bad.
What if I told you made a funk album?
I might listen to it. You know.
Okay, go ahead, do that. Yes, sir.
I said I might. I'm not going to.
I'll
No,
listen
do
to it, but it probably
No,
won't
no,
change
do it now.
anything.
Do it now.
Nah,
I'm
but no, real talk.
surprised.
Before I go on, like, you know, this is the last thing I want to talk about the Kendrick shit. Not to like drag it out, but and not to sound like it's gatekeeping or anything like that. But I think that's why Z, Chango, like, well, Nitro and I all agree, like, have the same consensus about the whole Kendrick album, like Mr. Morale. I feel like it's because the three of us, well, I know Chango for sure, but Z probably as well. I feel like we've listened to and been like for real fans of Kendrick for, 8 plus, 10
Yeah, I
plus
have.
years at this point.
Yes, sir.
So like, like, that's a whole
What
ass.
do you
I don't
mean?
think people realize.
What
I
you
don't think people
mean?
realize that.
Why'd you
I-
like
I
single
agree,
it?
man.
I'm just saying, like Taco almost got his Kendrick card taken,
What?
like when the album first came out.
For
When the
what?
album first came out,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He
listen.
was like, "This shit disappointing, dog." And then Yo Flame, my son, did the same thing. I was like, "No way, I gotta,
Nah,
no
nah,
way,
the
I
funny
gotta
thing is-
shun both of these people. No way,
The
I
funny
gotta
thing is,
disown
when
them."
that shit happened, I think I remember Yo Flame saying, "Oh, Z basically like let me see the light," and like I liked it again. Some shit
What does
like
that mean? What did you tell him?
Man, like I almost had to, you know what I mean?
Nah,
It was
but
They had to be
Like,
led into liking the
I was
album.
about to be banished into the Big Sean land.
Nah.
Like, yo, was really
No,
gonna
What does
Nah.
that mean? What the
never
fuck?
listen to
Follow
good
the
music
CO there.
again.
Follow the CO there. But nah, listen. I feel like because we like the three of us have been really into Kendrick. I feel like only like the real not the real Kendrick fans, but only like the hardcore and raw deep cuts like Kendrick fans will understand why Mr. Morale is
Yeah, crazy
perhaps the best.
gatekeeping.
No,
Right
no,
now.
no, 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 no. I think what Tacos. I think there's some interesting aspects to it, but it's not about this album. It's as you get through each of his albums in a vacuum, they become even more and more difficult for you to attach yourself to. Which is why
Yeah.
Damn is why people say Damn is so mid. But it's not because the album is not good, but it's because you have to have invested a lot of your time into like that kind of work. So like in regards to people say that Damn is his most commercial, they're smoking crack, bro. Like half of the songs on Good Kid, Mad City are hits. I don't know what we're doing here, but if you listen, but because of that, if you listen to Good Kid, Mad City, you could take songs by themselves and be like, yeah, Backstreet Freestyle is cool, yeah, Money Trees, yeah, you know what I mean. But because it's so much more commercial, you know, it's so much easier to receive. But then you go to TPAP, and it's still easy to receive, but it's a little preachy. Get out of my ear. I don't want to hear all this. Blacker than Berry. And then you go to Damn, and he's like, bro, what is this parable shit about some lady? What? What's going on, bro? You know, like, I was cool with the poem sort of working into each song. Okay, that made sense. But why is the album, why are people saying it can be played in reverse? What's happening? You know, and then you go into Mr. Morale, and it's just like, bro, push these niggas off me like, huh? What?
Auntie Diaries.
Yeah, Auntie Diaries, and he's just like, I don't care about none of that. You know, last time I fucked a white bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I've probably listened to this album the most out of everyone. Maybe like I listened to this album 956 times. So
same, bro.
How are y'all getting
Yeah, no,
1,000? What the?
like,
Bro.
so I really like sat with this album, and like
Same here, bro.
Y'all gotta
it's
be
not
like farming this shit. There's no fucking way.
And
Bro,
that's
I just
crazy. I ain't
have it.
gonna lie,
It's just
I have-
perfectly like I can listen to it on repeat. It's just it's perfect for me.
Yeah, it's a great album. I mean, it's like it was on our number ones for a reason. I mean, it was a great album.
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah.
And then the thing is, what's crazy is like I'm like hardcore, not defending Kendrick, but I'm hardcore saying this shit. I think I only have 200 listens on that album, but
Crazy.
I do have to say though, it's kind of crazy as well because this album is perhaps the album with the least replay value than any of other Kendrick's albums.
Crazy. You're crazy.
No, he's right.
It's not
Crazy.
true at all.
You're crazy.
right.
You're
Good kid.
crazy.
Not heard Father Time at all.
You're crazy, bro. The Good Kid is probably the least replay value out of the entire
What?
out of his entire.
What?
I wouldn't listen to
You're
Good Kid more than 10
crazy.
times.
They have like 4 or 5
Bro.
radio singles
What?
on that album.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. So there's not much depth to it. You either like the song
It's not
or
about
you
that.
don't.
It's about replay value, bro. It's about replay. It's about going back to it. I'm not. But who? Honest to God, who going back to Mr. Morale for Auntie Diaries, bro?
Bro, yes,
That's
you
a
will
good
if
ass
you-
song.
No,
What?
wait.
It is,
Replay
but, like,
value
I
doesn't
don't
mean
imagine-
that you can go back and listen to the singles. That's not what that means. Replay value means that there's like a lot to take in the same with
Good Kid,
TPAP
Mad City has a
or with
lot.
Damn.
It's
Good
not
Kid, Mad
important.
City does not. It's very
It's-
direct.
it's-
You are
it's-
very
well,
aware.
I mean, you're right, but the story. I mean, you acting like he just has the most cryptic messages in the new album. Like there's
Not
like
gonna lie,
it's
though,
just on the
like-
surface. He's
Bro,
telling you
Damn,
what's wrong with him.
Damn, he has a parable about Lady
We're not talking about.
Justice.
But we're talking about Mr.
Into
Round.
Pimp a Butterfly, he has a spoken word poem through the entire album that leads with him revealing that he's actually speaking this poem from a
Well,
different writer
Let
to
me just say though.
Tupac.
Let me just say.
That's dead.
In my
In-
mind,
in Mr.
in my
Morale-
mind- in my mind, replay value is just like just the literal definition. Like I can just go back to it. I can play that shit on shuffle, and boom, it'll be wavy. Like I could do that with Damn, and I think Damn has.
I mean,
Like,
you said
you
you
can
listened to
play-
the album 200 times. Like, how many times got to be replay value?
I'm not gonna lie. I be listening to Mr. Morale when I be playing.
That's what
Apex.
I be doing.
Like-
I listen to it
like-
straight through.
Like,
No,
bro.
Like, how many times you have to
Well,
listen to
like-
an album before you can replay it? 200 times
I'm
is
not even gonna lie,
crazy.
like I don't know how I be
Uh,
listening to We
200 is
Cry
nothing,
Together
bro.
while playing
I've
Call of
listened
That's
to
Duty.
what
200 is
bro, I be
nothing? What?
listening to We Cry Together, like just vibing.
And I'm not
Because
even listening to the lyric. I'm just
Yeah.
listening to the beat. I'm
Nah,
like, I
I'm
don't
just
want to
different.
hear
I'm
what
just
this
different,
is,
When
bro.
it first came out, sure, yeah, but I haven't gone back to Mr. Morale very often since that first.
Wait, you
month.
said We Cry Together. We're not just gonna skip over that.
We Cry Together is a good song.
You mean
I
like-
don't
you mean
care
like Mother I
anybody
Sober?
The best
Music
song,
video, music
the
video.
best song.
Look,
on the
Oh,
album?
Mother I Sober.
You had
That's
the
what you meant.
Alchemist production
Did you-
on it
did you
too,
for-
bro?
I don't care who, nigga. God could have made that beat, dog. Bro, Mother I Sober is the best rap song that's ever been made in human
sorry,
history.
bro.
Okay, so
dog.
that's what song you meant. You didn't mean We Cry Together.
Yeah, you didn't mean We Cry Together.
You
I
said
thought you
that.
did.
You said you listen to We Cry Together just playing video games.
Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nigga, how?
What do you mean? How?
What?
That's the one that's like,
Because I
fuck you,
grew up
bitch,
with
fuck you,
Biggie,
nigga, fuck you,
bro.
bitch. That's that one?
because I grew up listening to Biggie.
Let's
So
say
like that was,
that-
you know
that
what I
might be,
mean,
like,
like
trauma.
skits and stuff of that nature. No, bro. No, listening to Biggie,
Like,
like he had
I'm
that was
not
from
gonna
Little
lie.
Kim. Yeah, like that was from.
I'm
him
not
and
gonna
Lil
lie.
Kim's era.
I listen to Savior like 24/7, bro. That's like
Oh.
my goat. That's like the song of life to me, bro. I would never
But
stop
Taco,
listening to
you're saying more so like songs that you really like from the album that you can come back to. So that's why you're saying like
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City has a lot of replay value because the songs are hits. That's what you mean.
Yeah. Well, that's not. Well, the first half of what you just said right now is correct. The second half, that's not really what I meant. But yeah, the first half of what you said is correct.
But you said it's the least replay value, and I'm saying that Good Kid has the least replay value. And so you would say that it has more replay value because it has songs that people gravitate towards regardless of if they're listening to the album.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay.
But
I mean,
me
sure.
personally, yeah, no, me personally, if I'm gonna play like an album, like you guys were saying, like if I'm doing something, I'll just like play it. I mean, obviously, it just depends on the mood, but most of the time, I'll probably play Damn. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I feel like Damn, like a lot of the songs are just so easy to just like get into or like go along with. So yeah, I'd probably play Damn.
Yes, sir. I got every song is unskippable on Damn. It's crazy.
Mm.
I
don't
know
about that.
I
That's
know.
true, that's true.
What you
That's
mean?
true.
You know?
I know.
It's cool.
No, like if I go through that list of Damn, it gets real difficult to say.
I mean, there's no
No,
bad
it's a
songs.
cool album for
Lust,
sure.
Maybe
There's no bad
Pride,
songs,
maybe
but I would-
Lust.
Bro,
Pride.
this went from a
Pride.
top 10 albums of the year to a Kendrick discourse, bro.
I was
No,
trying
no,
to
no,
talk
no,
about Big
listen,
Crit.
listen.
I don't.
This could be Pride. This could
Yeah,
be Pride.
notice
But
how
then
fast we got off of
said-
that.
Taco said that I just want to talk about Kendrick for one more second.
My
You know what I'm
fault.
saying?
Okay, Jazz. Okay, let's
That's
get back on track.
fucking
Jazz, you want to end this
bro.
off and
Yeah,
say what
Jazz,
your top
tell-
10
tell
is,
us.
Jazz? I feel like everybody got
Well,
a chance to speak except you.
I mean, and the thing is, like, y'all probably mad, but like, I mean, I've been saying this since the album came out. Like, I wasn't really
already.
messing with the Kendrick album, and not to say like, oh, it's trash or it's bad. I don't know. I haven't gone back to it after like the second listen.
Yeah.
But like,
Second.
This dude,
Yeah.
he has 750 listens.
yeah, Z. I already know if I even said anything and added that man in Discord, he was about to tear me apart. So I just kept it to myself. I kept it to
Nah,
myself.
bro. Like honestly, like I recognize why people that's what I was talking about. It's like it's just difficult. It's his most difficult album to listen to. So I understand.
I get it.
Like I love the message. Like I think we came in here and we talked a lot about the message behind the album, and we talked about like what we liked about it. And I really mess with the message, but just like I don't know what the word for it is. I don't know if it's musicality or like what the word for it is. But I don't know. It doesn't just like my ears don't like it. I don't know. But the message is phenomenal. I think the album honestly cemented him in like the top MCs. Like if he wasn't already, like that album really cemented it, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Mother I Sober is the best rap song that's ever been.
It's not.
Maybe it is goated.
Damn.
Go ahead, dude.
Go ahead, Jess. Go ahead. Jess.
But my top 5, number 1. Actually, I guess I'll go from. I mean, shit, man. Number 1, definitely the Forever Story by JID. I really fuck with that album. I go back to the album a lot. Just Cody Blue 31.
Of course.
Yeah, nobody really has heard
that-
him sing before, so
Yeah, he sung like 6 times on his last album and the one before that one. But go ahead.
we're doing Jazz's list right now.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm saying you brought it up, but yeah. Go ahead, Jess.
I feel like 2 and 3 can be interchangeable. Definitely Denzel Curry's album he dropped this year, and then Smino's album he dropped recently, Love for Rent. I don't know which one to pick between 2 or 3,
Smino.
but I probably pick
Smino's-
Smino number 2, honestly, over Denzel. I really felt like he was flowing all over that album, in my opinion, for Smino. I really do love that album. I think I've come back to the most this year because it's just so easy to listen to. I don't know. I feel like in his whole discography, he has no misses either. I'm not saying he's like it's perfect or nothing like that, but I feel like he's never dropped like one bad album to this point.
Absolutely not. Yeah, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
I think number 4, I'm gonna go with More Black Superheroes by Westside Boogie. I really fuck with the
Yes,
album.
sir.
I
Yes,
love the message.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I feel like this is his best album to date, in my opinion. I feel like his penmanship got a lot better. His rapping was a lot better. The beats were, like, the hooks were really fucking phenomenal on this album and shit too. I ain't
Can't
gonna
even
hold you.
lie.
He's never dropped a bad album. either,
Can't
in my
even
opinion.
lie. Yeah. Yeah, he
Um,
has like 4 albums, and all of them are amazing.
Yeah.
And my 5th one, honestly, like I don't know. Like there was a lot of like it's kind of like a bunch of honorable mentions. I really messed with Little Sims' recent record. Like she just put like right, I think like a week ago. But she has,
Yeah,
But,
it was very soon.
But I messed with that one a lot. What else? What else? What else? I did. I mean, I wouldn't put Red Veil in top 5, but if you know Red Veil Learn to Swim, I think he like really improved from his last album on this one. I don't think it's maybe not top 5 worthy just yet, but I really messed with Red Veil's album. I really messed with Vince Staples' album too, but I just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't make it to like the end of the year for me. I did mess with Super Ghetto by Buddy. I feel like he really did his thing on that one
like that
as
album.
well. Yeah, I think that's it. I did like Peace Fly God by Westside Gun too as well. But I think the main thing was the Big Ass Bracelet song. That song was a replay for me for the longest time. I don't know. I think it might be just be the sample. I don't know what it is.
What's it
Oh,
called?
Peace, my God.
Big Ass Bracelet from
Yeah, but that
Westside
song's a
Gun.
bop. You know, I'm not gonna lie. That
I love
carried
that
the
fucking
album
song.
heavy.
What's the sample?
I don't know what the sample is, but and this, I mean the way it sounds, it's just the way it loops is so fucking just good, and the verses is fire too. But that sample is just fucking. If you just listen to it, it's like an earworm. Just won't get out of your ear. But I think that's it. I mean, like things are like not rap. I did fuck with Abel, The Weeknd's Don FM. I really fucked with that album.
Oh.
And I fucked with Steve Lacy's album as well. Gemini Rights, very good album. Joey Badass did his thing on 2000. But yeah, I think that's it for me. And shout out Mavi as well. Laughing so hard it hurts.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, best say less. Yeah, I mean, I never really got around to West Sides. I don't really like West Side that much when it comes to albums, honestly. I'd much rather listen to a.
No,
Biggie
he
or
means
Conway.
West Side Gun, not Boogie. No, yeah, you.
Yeah, no, not Boogie.
You
No,
almost
not
got
at all.
shot out
Yeah,
here.
you talking about West
I just
Side,
said he's never
West
dropped
Side
a
Gun?
bad album. I was talking about Gun.
No,
not
I
West
know.
Side Boogie.
Oh, what? Do you have like a reason why you don't listen to West Side Gun?
I just would much rather listen to the better part of Griselda.
What?
Benny the Butcher.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Benny or Conway.
Yeah, Benny or Conway. Yeah, Benny or Conway.
I don't know what's
bro.
like. What? No way. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's the confusion. Really.
Yeah.
He doesn't rap better in any.
I
Benny
ain't
dropped
gonna
Benny dropped a good album this year too.
Yeah.
He dropped a
No
good album
disrespect,
this
no
year.
disrespect.
Yeah,
West
dropped
Side's Gun.
several.
I can't listen to West Side's Gun voice. No disrespect.
slang dope.
Nah, man, if you listen, if you like, what's the
Yes,
dude's name from
sir.
Detroit? That's like has a very obnoxious voice. It's still really
Danny
good.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Danny
Brown.
Danny
Nah,
Brown.
No, but Danny Brown is one of the most, like,
Okay, dude, no. There's
influential
one,
alternative
you
rap
can't-
artist.
there's one thing you can't say bad about this nigga West Side though. That nigga got beats for days, bro. The sampling
him.
is
Oh
insane.
yeah, that's
But
true.
I don't know.
I don't know though. I've been listening to West Side Gun since I was like 10, and my sister Daisy
Damn.
plays all the time.
Bro, you like
10, nigga. Where have you been?
Like, my sister Daisy plays all the time. That shit, but like Fly God is one of my favorites.
Yo, how old are you, my G?
I'm 15.
He's 15. You're 16.
Oh, okay.
This man.
Wait, how old are you? Like, you
okay,
16?
So actually,
No, I'm
yeah.
15. No, I'm 15.
Yeah, so like literally, like he was 10 when Damn came out.
But anyways, though, Fly God was hard. I listened to
Crazy.
HWH4.
Oh, shit.
I listened to a lot of HWH4 and Fly God when I was little.
Nah,
and-
bro was 5 when
I
Good
just-
Kid came out.
Anyways, bro. Anyways, bro. I think you guys are focused on the wrong thing right now.
Oh, okay.
Also, I wanted to throw out 2 honorable mention albums on the trap side: 7220 by Lil Durk and What It Means to Be King by King Von. I love that album by King Von a lot. I play that shit like a lot. It was really good.
Rest
You
in
know he
peace.
passed away. The beats are hard. W features for real. And 7220 was a pretty good album from Durk. It's like his only real album.
Mhm.
Like he actually has like some type of story with it, got emotions and feelings in it. I really respect that album, and I think that, for me, I think it's just-
West Side's cool.
I do as
just
well,
don't-
actually.
Like I would just much rather listen to either Benny or Conway. I mean, West Side
course.
makes good albums. He's an
Yeah,
amazing
banned from New
producer.
York.
I
Good.
just, yeah, like, I feel like it's undisputed. I don't really know like Benny and Conway are.
Yeah,
just,
I didn't know there was a big argument. Like what? Like I thought West Side
West
was
Side's
the
production
worst.
is insane, but it's not
Yeah.
him, so it don't really matter. He uses the same producers as everybody
Nah,
else.
I like West Side's production the most. But Benny's voice I just like better.
When the best thing that they can say about you as a rapper is that they like your beats, you're not a good rapper, my G.
Yeah,
Respect.
that's my argument for Kanye.
I mean, no. My
No,
thing
no,
is-
you're
wait,
speaking.
wait, wait.
You're speaking.
No, no, no,
What's
no,
up,
go back,
guys?
go
I don't
back,
think
go
he's a
back,
bad
go back.
rapper. I
Sorry,
just don't like his voice.
Oh, speaking.
Hold on.
I'll die on that hill. That nigga.
Hold on, hold on, hold
I thought let him cook.
What
Let
did
him cook. Let
he
him
just
cook.
wait? What did he just say? I didn't hear him right. Like what Apollo? What did you just say?
That's my argument for Kanye.
What was the argument though?
That his beats are really amazing.
Okay, no, but what about his beats discourages you from, you know what I mean? Like you said something about his rapping though.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
saying like his beats usually carry the lyrics most of the time. 90% of the time.
What about when he like has rapped with some of the best lyricists of all time and smoked
Like who?
He smoked Kendrick on No
Like-
Parties in LA. I ain't gonna hold you.
like Kendrick
On
like,
what? What songs were these?
Hey.
No parties in
No
LA.
More Parties in LA.
No
He
More Parties
smoked
in
Kendrick.
LA.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
When did that song come out?
Conway or Kanye?
Was that around
Kanye.
Hard Part 3 as well?
Oh, I thought niggas was talking
2016.
about Conway.
2016. Okay.
No,
Now we
okay,
can talk about
so-
the other lyricists that have absolutely
Whoa.
smoked
Like
his
Jay
fucking
Z,
beats off.
he smoked several times on an entire album with him. Okay, like Nicki, he smoked before. Eminem, he smoked before.
What are these songs that you're saying he
Drake, he
smoked these
smoked
people on?
before.
Are you talking
What
about
do you mean?
Forever? No, what is he talking about? Monster? Monster, Nicki smoked everybody. Was Kendrick
Yeah,
even
but-
on? Or Kanye?
I
You
mean,
should smoke Kanye that. Just
I don't know
put
if we can
Jay-Z on
say
there?
that. I don't know if we can say that Nicki. I mean, I like Jay Z's verse. I like Nicki's verse a lot. I think it's kind of undisputed, but only because it was like her breakout verse against like, some,
Goblins,
like really, like Mos Def, like Common. Like he's rapped with a lot of people.
Yeah.
He has rapped with a lot of people, but I think that he has also gotten smoked by the same amount of amazing lyricists. And like, if you're
Has
gonna
he?
talk about songs that he's on Monsters with, he got, I don't know what he was doing on the song with Andre. If we're keeping it a buck,
What,
that nigga
Andre?
rewrote his verse and
Oh,
he still was ass.
That verse was good. That verse was good.
Oh, you're
Life
talking
of
about
the party. That verse,
Life
that
of the
Kanye
Party?
verse was not good.
Life of the party, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Andre
bad.
It's
left
not-
this
but-
astral realm, and Kanye didn't even leave a street.
The
And
Drake
he didn't do anything.
Drake this version was trash, but the version he made after that wasn't that bad.
That's what I'm saying. He wrote his album. He wrote his song.
And to
still
be
did
fair,
good.
okay, look, you know, I'm gonna let you. Yeah, no, his production is definitely better than his writing. Sure. No, I'm sorry. No, that's not true. His production is not better than his writing, but his production is extremely good. His writing, like he's not just a rapper, is what I mean. Like he writes more than he raps. You know what I mean? So, like,
Okay,
his-
so I think y'all misconstruing my argument. I'm not saying that he's a terrible rapper. I'm saying that he doesn't deserve to be a top 10 rapper like people say.
Yeah, that's
A lot of
feel you.
people put him- a lot of people put him inside
He's not a
top 10
10
rapper.
He's not a top. He was when he was making music as a musician. He was definitely
He's a top
10
3 artist. He's a top 3 artist.
Oh yeah, like a top.
Yeah, you
like
got to like
yeah,
switch
top
the
3
wording
artist.
in order to put him in top, like anything. Like you got to put
Yeah,
top 10
he's
musician.
not the best. Yeah, he's not the best rapper for sure. Not even close. There's so many people better than rapping him. But he has said some of the best lines I've ever heard.
Yo, yeah,
For
most
One of the
iconic.
best
He's
dudes.
definitely one of the most iconic rappers of all
Yeah,
time.
couldn't
in my
afford a
opinion.
car, so she named her daughter.
Yeah,
Alexis,
he goes
that bar
crazy.
goes
That's all
crazy, bro. I still think about that shit sometimes.
Bro.
If I get bleach on my t-shirt, then I'm gonna feel like an asshole. That shit crazy, man.
Skippity boop,
Yeah. Scoop diddy whoop.
scoop kitty whoop.
Scoop diddy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
No,
would have
but,
shot that nigga if I was Drake. I ain't gonna hold you at
Okay.
all.
Look,
Like-
I'm not gonna hold you, but we still didn't. I don't feel like enough attention was on Big Crit's album. And I'm kidding. Simba's results take time, bro. Is
Okay,
like,
so I keep hearing this Simba's amazing. I just haven't. Okay, I need to
Bro,
make time to listen to him.
I promise you, Apollo. He is the definition of like his music. This album, his whole goal was to get like he wanted to like motivate himself. So it made nothing but like music that motivates himself. You know. So like, but indirectly it motivates the artist or the actor or whatever, right? So when
Yeah.
you listen to his work, you really feel like, like if I'm not putting, like just because you have a dream doesn't mean you putting it first. You know what I mean? Like my goal was to never end up broke. You know what I mean? All of that stuff, like that sort of thing. Like, bro, like the whole album is amazing, and he raps his ass off the whole time.
Yeah, I need to genuinely sit some time aside to go listen to him.
Yeah,
It's like
you might
when
end
Joe
up.
was like hyping him up, and then you said he was also good too. So all right, yeah, I need to go. Listen
You
to
might
him.
you might end up. I don't know. You might go crazy this year if you listen to that album. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh yeah.
Honorable mention. Got to go to Euphonious by Phony People. They crazy fire. They crazy fire.
I didn't know they dropped this year. I know that they dropped singles, but I didn't know they dropped an
Yeah,
album.
it was. Honestly, it was only like 2 new songs. The rest of like the 10 songs is like old shit that's come out already from like 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm dead.
I fuck with it though. They fire. I've seen it before and like in person. It was cool.
Yeah, I fucks with them a lot.
Yeah, I feel like all of our lists kind of touched on everything. Definitely a lot of music dropped this year. A lot of amazing albums. Like I said, I started off a top 5 and I had to go to top 10 because like there was just so much that dropped. A lot of honorable mentions. Z definitely, of course, was the nigga that listened. I think that's gonna be my New Year's resolution is try to like make my list as long as Z's next year because that nigga he listens to music. He is the music nigga for sure, 1000%.
Bro, there's just so
But I
much.
tried-
There's so much out there, man.
Yeah, what I tried to do
much.
this
Yeah.
year, I tried to do like I wanted to do like this project of like listening to an album every single day, but like doing like a write up on it, and I did that for like a week. But that shit just got like too like I kind of wanted to go too deep into the album, so like it became like a whole page or two, and like I kind of I was behind on it, so I just stopped doing it. But instead of doing it, I'm just gonna go like for real listen to like at least one like an album a day. Like at least by the end of next year, I'm gonna listen to 365 albums, not including like new releases. I meant like old albums and shit that I have never listened to before.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's some
yeah,
albums, there's some albums
Good
I would get
idea.
slapped if I said I never heard before.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Well, like
1000%.
that's the other thing is that like we have access to music more than we've ever had, and we can easily go like, bro, like I listened to so much Teddy Pendergrass this year. If we were doing like albums of just your year, bro, my albums will look crazy.
Oh
like-
yeah,
But if it's just
100%.
albums of this year, then it's pretty moderate. But like there was a lot of music from artists that I knew about, like Coco
Yeah.
Jones, or you know what I mean, like Wizkid, like
Wizkid went
artists-
crazy.
this year. I don't know why I don't have him in my honorable mentions, but
Wizkid's
I
actually.
need to listen.
Man.
I
I had
need to
never heard
listen
of
to-
Curtis Mayfield. Like,
Curtis Mayfield, bro. Curtis Mayfield's fire, bro.
yeah, and I listened to like all of his albums this year. Like that's what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah.
bro, there was so much. There's so much that came out this year, and then I'm so glad nobody said Freddie Mids. I mean Freddie
Oh,
Gibbs.
hell no.
Oh
Bro,
my
that's
God.
crazy.
I
What?
got my honorable mentions, bro. Honorable mentions.
For what?
I
What
gotta
you
make
need to
this
honorably
honorable
mention?
mentions. Hell
Yeah,
nah.
this honorable mention, bro. Put,
Oh,
put,
Don't ever
Freddie
mention that
Gibbs.
nigga.
I'd have Jesse Reyes on my honorable mentions before him. Mind you, I
Yeah.
love that album. That album's amazing, actually. Like, really good. But, like,
Why do y'all hate Freddie Gibbs, bro?
why wouldn't
We
I?
don't, we don't hate that
Yes.
nigga. You know,
What?
it's just
just-
crazy to me how like people were like on Twitter were trying to put that man versus Kendrick and like
What the
bro.
What are we
I mean,
doing,
there's
bro?
nothing-
He's
What
just,
are we
he's just like a
doing?
nigga that
Pretty
injected
good, man.
himself into conversations. Like nobody's actually
Like-
talking about that nigga.
Bro,
Y'all
bro,
hate
go
it.
listen to
Goddamn.
Willow Smith, bro. Don't listen to that man, bro.
I don't
He's
even
so
see why
big.
Benny's beefing with him. Like Benny is like a whole different level than that nigga. Honestly, to keep it a
Honestly.
buck. Like Benny goes
just-
crazy when he wants
Because
to.
Freddie, he has one pocket, and oh wait, I forgot my honorable mention. The most honorable mention is Shamar's album Zero Dark 30 Hours.
1000%.
Clap it up, you know what I'm saying? Clap it up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
on
yeah,
a couple of them
another,
joints. I'm in a couple of them
honorable
joints.
mention,
You know what I'm saying? I'm in a couple of them joints. You know what I mean?
Easily top
Um,
5 this
too.
year.
I got 2 more honorable mentions. JID's The Forever Story and Beyonce Renaissance. Oh, and Pusha T.
I
My
keep,
fault. That's 3.
hearing that album just
Pusha T, yes,
pop
sir.
up.
Hey,
Yeah, bro. I love Pusha
Who's?
T's album, bro.
Beyonce?
Beyonce's.
Yeah, bro. That was great.
Yeah,
Honorable mentions.
Beyonce.
Yeah. I couldn't put her in my like top 10 just because, like, if I'm talking about my personal favorites, bro.
She's
Man,
probably not cracking my top 50.
Simba's results, huh?
What?
Yes, sir.
What did you say? What did you
She's
say
not
though?
cracking my top 50 this year
For what? For what though? Like for like
for all
worst
genres
album?
of music. I'd probably
oh
listen
my
to
god.
You're
like,
crazy.
Billy
You're
Ray Cyrus.
Listen to-
I'm
listen
to the
to-
Beehive. I'm
You're
to the Beehive.
crazy. You're crazy.
What you mean, dog?
Go listen to Church Girl in a club. I dare you.
Honorable mention: TM by Brockhampton. That's just slap.
No,
Both those albums were cool, but like I don't know.
no, we're not doing that. We.
They're-
Yes,
they're
sir.
not- it's
I
not
don't even
touching
know if
their
I
best.
can. I can't even
touching
allow
their
that
best.
to be honorably mentioned, dog. It's like
It's
no,
not
that's.
touching their best.
Honorable mention. That's
you can't allow it.
I would
Like
never
scratch
put it-
that, like bleep that part when he say it. Like when you edit it, bleep that part.
I
Respectful.
would never put it in my top 10, but like this is just personal favorites. Like It's just that's like their last album, and like I listened to them for a long ass time, and I've been to the shows and shit like that. It's like a personal pick.
Shout out Kenny
You just
Beats with
can't- you
Louis.
just can't go
That's
from
fire.
4 to
Louis
Lemonade
is
to
great,
this.
bro.
Shout out Kenny Beats. Shout out Kenny Beats.
Oh, Rico Nasty's album. was
Oh,
really
she killed
good,
it. She did kill that
bro.
shit.
I love that album, but like it's so in your face, dog. I can't listen to that. bro.
I
Like,
genuinely
for
think
years,
Lotto
bro.
ate up everybody this year, dog.
Lotto.
Oh
smoked
yeah,
Lotto.
Lotto good too. I forgot about her. I don't know how I did that.
Lotto
She good as
smoked
fuck.
everybody. Like she
All
went
the female rappers,
crazy. They snapped this year, 1000%.
Yeah.
Like I know they don't
No,
like to
no,
be
I'm
separated
saying-
from rap itself, but they went crazy.
No, I have Lotto in my honorable mentions. It's just that I just didn't go back to it after like the couple, like 4 or 5 months I was listening to it. Once Kendrick's album dropped, like my
Yeah.
whole like like the meme is like when J. Cole dropped, niggas all of a sudden now want to apply for jobs. That's really how. Like I didn't want to listen to ESTG. I didn't want to listen to none of that ignorant shit. And
Okay, so
like the most
listening-
ignorant that I've listened that is on this list is Future, but that's because that album is insane. Like what?
Yeah, listening to Lotto, like I don't know, like that shit. Like Childish Gambino really caught me the fuck off guard when that nigga started rapping. I was like, what the fuck? This
Yeah, I
nigga's
thought he was
back?
gonna like sing like "Go, you girl."
Yeah, nah,
I
he's
thought he
like
was
going
gonna
crazy a
sing or
little
something
bit.
on that. And he's like, "Nah, I can smoke all of these people." And that's what makes me mad because I really feel like Childish can. I feel like I'm really. Who's the album? I don't know how long we're gonna do this for, but who's the album that you're like waiting for? Because mine is Chance. I thought I was gonna get that this year.
Yes.
And I'm kind of
please.
heated.
I could
I'm
probably
not
say
gonna lie to
Chance
you,
too.
dog.
There's
If I were to
a-
choose one single person I'm like waiting for an album from, fuck, like somebody that I haven't heard in a long ass time, or you just mean like anybody?
Anybody, yeah, like even if it's you haven't heard in a
Um,
long time, like
Okay, so
I'm
Cole
not-
only because it's his final album. That's it.
yeah.
I got
His
two.
last one. He says this is his
Oh,
last one. So
You
I wanna
didn't
see
you
what
didn't
he's
say
talking
you
about.
didn't say Big
You
Sean.
said Hov? You said Hov?
Who?
You didn't say Big Sean.
What?
Why would I say Big Sean if I was waiting for anybody?
Oh, I know.
Bro, I said I fuck with Big Sean once, and that's just.
Okay.
He's a good rapper. I don't see why you hate on the nigga so much.
I
Right now, I'm just a Big Sean guy.
You,
thought
I
you
mean,
did, Paulo, you know,
I mean, I got
bro.
I got 3 guys for next year that I know they're gonna drop. It's Travis Scott's Utopia, A$AP Rocky's Don't Be Dumb, and Tyler Creator. It's every 2 years he drops an album.
Who's?
oh yeah, I
He
went.
said
I went for
ASAP, Tyler,
Um,
and
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about
this-
ASAP.
It's A$AP already says the new name is called Don't Be Dumb, and I'm like, yo, that sounds fire. So I can't wait.
Yeah, because I don't know if you saw his. I think it was Apple. or
Oh,
it
bro,
was
I did.
Amazon,
I
something
saw
like
it, bro. In my
that.
whole phone is
we're
full of
talking
that
about
stuff.
they're talking about the passing of all the people in music.
Yes, sir, bro.
Bro,
It's
that
one
song.
of my favorite songs of this
I'm
year. In
excited,
fact,
I'm
even
excited.
though it didn't come out officially, that's one of my favorite songs that came out this year.
Yeah. No, bro.
yeah, I'd probably
I'm
say
excited
Chance
for
and J
Rico shit,
Cole
bro.
because I know Chance. This next one's gonna be it, 1000%.
Chance is gonna eat next
I don't
year.
think it's gonna be his last one. Oh,
No,
you
I
mean
mean
it's
like
gonna be
this is
in
gonna
his-
be
like,
this is
it's
gonna be his
the-
best. I think.
Oh yeah, he gonna have interviews where it's like, because a lot of people were talking and do you feel like this album was like, yo, like shut y'all asses up, y'all don't know nothing, like what
Yeah.
do you feel like? And he can be like, nah, man, I was just making that album was
No,
album
it's
was
gonna
to
be
shut
his
a lot of
definitive
niggas up for
best.
sure.
It's
That
like
album was-
they everybody in the universe got that nigga out of here for this.
yeah, for no reason.
Yeah, like I've said a lot of times when it's controversial, whatever, my nigga, like that album is okay. Like,
Yeah, like,
I went
that
back and
album's
listened
really
to it.
not bad.
It doesn't get bad till about like 15 songs in. Then
Yeah,
it kinda
like-
gets like, eh.
And it's like, I don't need all of this. I'm
Yeah.
cool with the 3 or 4 songs.
If it had been like just the first 10, I'd be like, all right, bet. That's cool.
especially
I
Hot
need-
Shower.
I need another album from. God damn, fuck them. I need another album from Genesis Owusu. But honestly, I'll be real.
Wow.
I need another album from Kanye because this next album he's supposed
No.
out.
No, I'm sorry. No.
Next album he's supposed out, bro.
I'm good.
No.
What do you mean you're good? What do you
The
mean?
next album,
What do you
bro.
mean? What do I mean?
What do you mean?
I'm good.
No way you say.
Niggas talked about Donda 2 for 3 days.
I don't
No
care what. I don't care
way.
what. I don't care
No.
what.
No.
Kanye as an artist though. I
No.
need one last.
Dog,
I need
name
one
one
last-
song off Donda 2.
I don't listen to that.
That's
shit,
so
dude.
crazy.
Like,
Jesus fucks too.
I listen to that shit. The first album was already, okay.
No, that's not what we. You
Okay.
just said. You just said you are waiting his next album, bro. How can you name not one song off his last album?
No, wait. No. Let me get it straight.
Too.
You're anticipating a Kanye West album, and you ain't even like his last one.
Bro, but look, bro, because I just know it was one of them off albums. It was like, dude,
It was one of his best albums.
Donda, that album's really good.
That album's really. I'm sorry, one of the
Over-
best of the year. Sorry, it was one of the
Okay,
best
it was-
albums of that
Oh yeah,
year.
it was not a
was the
I'm
album
talking
of the
about
year.
Kanye. I'm saying Kanye's gave us Graduation, Late Registration, College Dropout, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Life of Pablo.
I know.
Then
I know.
all-
I'm gonna go ahead and
You know
tell
what
y'all
I'm
right
saying?
now,
Like,
if you're
I need-
expecting another graduation or late registration, you're never gonna get that ever.
Smoking crack.
Graduation is garbage.
You would
Graduation
drop
is one of his
probably
best albums
another.
ever. Don't ever speak again.
But anyways, though, I would say I'm waiting.
I'm not bad.
I'm not even like. I mean, I am one of the biggest Kanye West fans in here, other than like a Kendrick fan. Like, I'm obviously the biggest Kendrick fan, but like no, bro. There's no way. No, bro. What? Flashing Lights is on that. Do you know that?
Yeah, I love Flashing Lights. That
Like on
album,
Graduation
in
is what I'm
retrospect-
saying.
Yeah, on retrospect, Graduation's Kanye's second or at best third worst album. At worst,
crazy.
probably
Oh
the
my
second.
god.
You're crazy, my nigga. You know, Good Morning is on that, right? Like Champion.
Yep.
Like Can't Tell Me Nothing, right?
Yep.
You know that's on there, right? Like
So
Barry
let me ask
Bonds,
you something. You
Flashing
think-
Lights, everything.
All the
I
lines that y'all said was his
Bro.
most iconic come from that album.
I wonder. Are you crazy?
Bro, you think that album is better than Late Registration, College Dropout, 808s and Heartbreak, The Life of Pablo? What else is there? Yeezus. You think it's better than all those?
Bro.
That's what I'm saying. You think Donda?
Yes,
Anyways, though, I want to say
Yes.
who I'm looking for to stop, bro. 'Cause what are y'all talking about right now?
bro, like, bro,
I'm not gonna
No
see
way.
it, man. I don't know. You're not gonna be able to convince me. I don't know.
bro,
Yeah, he's
good
better
kid.
than,
I'm
than
sorry, not good kid.
Graduation.
Good. Bro, Graduation
Yeah,
is
he's better than
amazing.
Graduation.
I don't know how you even say this is one of his worst albums.
Graduation is good. It's not
Amazing.
Yeah, Graduation.
Like how good Graduation is. It has
Bro,
stronger.
you
on
can,
it,
I don't think
dog.
you can put graduation
You
next.
have Stronger and Flashing Lights. Good Life, Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Every song on that
Champion
album
on
went
there?
crazy.
You're crazy.
Nah, bro. It's third worst. Third
This is
worst
for
Kanye
sure better than
album.
Yeezus and 808s,
Bro.
1000%.
Is it better than
Absolutely not.
Spaceships?
And better than Ye.
Is it better than Get 'Em High?
It might be better.
Never
than
Let
yours,
Me
but it just Depends
Down?
on the day.
New Workout? Breathe In, Breathe Out? School Spirit?
That's
Yeah.
better
Through
than
the Wire?
Graduation.
Yeah, he
That's
kind of
better than
naming some.
Graduation.
2 Word Family.
Some
When was the
bangers.
last time you went back and listened to Family Business? Respectfully.
Last week, actually, bro.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Bro, that album got like 7,000
No, I'm
skits
just
on it,
gonna
bro.
name. I'm just gonna name the lineup that graduation has, bro. Just straightforward. and down. Good
was off
morning,
the top. I don't
champion,
even-
stronger.
Alright.
I wondered. Good life, can't tell me nothing. Barry Bonds, drunk hot girls, flashing lights, everything I am, the glory, homecoming, big brother, and good night. That shit's
There's
crazy.
no skips, bro.
You're crazy. You're literally crazy.
You
if
said
think
those are
Barry
about
all
it.
Bonds
skits.
is a garbage song, bro.
What song? Barry Bonds?
Barry Bonds.
Okay, that's cool.
That's one
do you-
song out of the
Do you listen to
15
Never
I
Let
just
Me
know.
Down regularly?
Okay, hot girls.
You listen to Never Let Me Down?
It comes up on shuffle. Hell yeah.
Breathe In, Breathe Out.
Oh, I like that song. Hell yeah.
New Workout. No. Do you?
Nah, New
no.
Workout Pass is one of the best fucking Kanye songs, bro. Don't
You're
you?
crazy.
That is a great
That's
song.
a
You
fun
know,
Yo,
song.
Stronger and Flashing Lights is on that other
Do you
album.
think Kids See Ghosts is better than graduation?
Lie.
It depends on the
What?
day.
What? Said
Go ahead and lie for me. Go ahead and lie for
Bro,
me.
Kids See Ghosts is a 10, bro.
Kids See Ghosts is
10.
an 8, bro.
What?
It's a strong 7.5.
Graduation is an
Respectfully.
8, bro. Graduation is an 8.58.
What?
Bro, like I
Are
don't think you understand.
smoking
Like
dope, bro?
what? Do you realize what Kanye West did for Graduation? Like he purposely made arena like he purposely made hits. Like it wasn't like on accident that every song can be played in a stadium. He like made an album that is literally perfect, like purposefully, to where
Oh,
every
sir.
song is a hit. And you're
Listen,
telling me
I'm
that's
not-
his worst album, and he
I'm not
succeeded.
saying,
By the way,
I'm not saying it's his worst, and I'm not saying it's a bad album. It's an amazing album. It's
I think
just
you
all
said
of
it
his
was
other
his
albums.
worst album.
No, I said it's.
You said it was
third worst
bottom
album.
3.
Yeah, I said it.
Like when he
I-
first came, when you said that shit is trash. That shit. Oh, you said it was
Well, in
trash. That's
comparison,
cool.
I did say it was trash. But
Nah,
in
you're right, you're
comparison,
right, you're right.
Comparison.
If anything, Donda. If anything, like people don't like Yeezus. Like I
I love
understand.
Yeezus.
Yeezus
I
is
know
cool.
he's just amazing.
Yeezus is number
Yeezus
one and
is
number two
great.
for me sometimes.
Okay. All right. Well,
Like,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We look if you
Hey,
got Yeezus as your 1 or 2, and you got Graduation as your like 8 or 9.
I don't think
Like
we can do a
7, bro.
conversation if it's like that. Honestly.
You like dog, bro. Flash, like all of the lights in Flashing Lights and Stronger are like you don't speak about Kanye West without those songs, and 2
Bro,
of those
the
are on
first-
Graduation.
The first song I ever bought on iTunes was Stronger.
You know that's on Graduation, right?
Yes, bro.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm just letting you know that I love that album, right? Like
Oh,
I
okay.
call it trash because it's in perspective, in comparison to the other albums, you know.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, bro. I've been a fan of Kanye since I was like 6, bro. I'm
I believe
20,
you.
almost
I
25,
just,
man.
It just sounded like, you know what I'm saying, you listen to them out of order or something like that. Like, you just- like somehow Jesus is King is like top 3 for you or something. Like I
Nah,
don't
Jesus
know,
King
dog.
is his worst. I never
Yeah,
said
of
that.
course.
Jesus King is his worst, bro. Easy.
Of
I mean,
course.
it's not bad. It's just his worst.
It's a bad album for sure.
It's not bad. It's
Well,
not
I
bad.
don't know about that album.
It's cool.
It's cool.
It's
It's,
not
not bad.
It's
It's not. It's
cool.
cool.
It's his worst album, and it's
Oh yeah,
a pretty
no
bad album.
debate.
album.
No debate.
Not
It's like
bad.
I mean, the
Three
fact that his
songs on it
worst
is
album
good,
is
bro.
still cool, though, they'll make it. I mean, that's pretty arguable. That's good.
Like he got Close on Sunday. He's got Selah. He's got like God is.
Water is one of my favorite like Kanye songs ever. I mean, I know he doesn't really do anything on that song, but Water is just a beautiful song.
Bro, look, you know what I'm saying? And Kanye is really him, but no way we in 2022, if you search Kanye and you say, bro, all of this is making me so excited for his next album. That's really what I was going to.
Oh nah. I just said
That's what
for
I'm
the
saying.
fucking
Like y'all
memes,
can
bro.
name one
There's
song
no
off his
way
last
you
album.
could. I would be more anticipated for a Big Boy album, bro. Like
Bro, I want to fucking it'll never happen again, but like I'm the only person I know that actually like the Big Boy and the Fantagram album, Big Grams, like they did like a collab or whatever, and like it was a little EP of like 6 songs, and it was like so like it was like a niche thing. Like I really love that fucking project, but it was like a one-time thing, so they're never gonna make a collab album again. But I really like that shit.
I mean, Boomy Verse was cool. I liked it. I mean, it's just
I like it. You know?
I'm more so saying like I'm saying it like in 2022 I would want a Big Boy album before I would want a Kanye West album. Like that's what I'm
I'd
saying.
want at least
That's
75,000
I
niggas.
want,
for
I want an NBA YoungBoy album before him. Like I don't. Like,
I don't know about
I've never listened to a single album by him. I tried. It
No,
don't
I
work.
want
I've tried it
a
every year.
whole album. I want a whole album. Like I think Apollo said that. I want a whole album for real though.
I didn't
Hov
say
got one more
Hov.
now.
I never said that.
Oh,
said-
who
I
said
said J. Cole because it's his last
Oh.
album.
Okay, I'm gonna say
I want a
then.
Hov album.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want a
Hov
Hov
album would
What?
be pretty good.
But 444 is just a great like.
I really don't want him to do anything after 444.
That's
but,
what I'm saying.
But he also already has. So like you know what I mean. So
He
like
pretty much already
Yeah.
spoke his truth.
I don't know what
he
how he could beat like. What's
you
the
heard
next
God
thing?
did right. You heard God did right. But imagine that
Yeah,
was a
but
whole
like
album.
444, like that was it. That, I'm pretty sure
I know,
that,
444
that's
like
the
there's
story.
nothing else to
Well, he
talk
But
dropped
I
another
still think-
album with Beyonce immediately afterwards. That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah, that's,
you
I don't
know?
really
I-
count
for the next
collab
year, I mean.
albums in their whole discography though.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But
Honestly, if
I
you want
I
to do
still
it,
think no. I still think he got one more in him. That's all I'm gonna say. I think that one was like the penultimate episode, like the 444. It didn't
Honestly,
feel like a good finale. It felt like a penultimate.
yeah, but I say it didn't feel like a. I feel like first off, I feel like this whole like KD3, KD2, I feel like Jay-Z will smoke this nigga. If he get DJ Drama, if he gets his whole album produced
you
by
want
DJ
DJ Drama
Premier,
to ad lib Jay-Z
DJ
songs,
Drama.
bro?
Oh
That'd be
my
kinda-
gosh! If he
Jay-Z
really
and the
put his
Gangsta
all only into music, he would smoke every last one of these. Like, who is Tyler the Creator again? I don't know who that is. Like
Bro, don't
after Hov
disrespect them,
drops,
bro. We don't
I
have
really
to
dis-
do that.
I'm saying that like a lot
He's saying
of
out of like
people-
all DJ Drama albums, he would smoke
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Well, he dropped like
okay.
15 of them this year. Yeah, I mean, he had one with NBA YoungBoy. He had one with
Oh, yeah,
ESTG or something like
Drama
that.
was eating.
He just
for
announced
sure.
one. I forgot who else. but
Smoking,
I think
niggas, bro.
they just got announced with somebody.
But like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah, him and
but he would cook every last one of them. There would be no. I don't want to hear about no. I was into this girl, but she was into this guy, and I was like, why can't I date her without her
Nigga,
dating
that's
this
what
guy?
we're
Like,
Are you
don't even-
talking about Lil Shire, bro?
Yeah.
Lil Shire. I actually like Lil Shire. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a cool song, but like I literally like Jay-Z would be like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Couldn't tell you what the stove did, and it's over. Like,
Can't tell you what
Jay Z. I
the
don't
No.
know.
bro,
Like, make
if
a
you
whole
listen
album
to
with the
God,
girl that he cheated
niggas-
with
niggas
Beyonce.
be- like niggas be talking about like Pusha T's album is crazy because he talked about crack for the 80th song, right?
Bro, he
And-
always talked about
Like, it's a
that.
fuck about that.
but then
nigga.
you go to Jay-Z and he says he don't even talk about crack. He just says couldn't tell you what the stove did. It's better than that whole album, bro. Like, what are we?
Bro, and then you know what the crazy
Bruh.
thing is, bro? People will question what did that stove really do.
Exactly. To this day. You know what I mean?
No, what did he
Like,
say on the God did thing? He was like, I went through life and I still didn't crack, no pun intended, or something like that. Like, what?
No.
That's better than, I don't know,
No, if
Pusha
you
T's
wanna be
last
real,
6
though,
albums.
If you want to
yeah.
be real though, if we're ever gonna get another Jay-Z album, let's be real. It's gonna probably be like 5 or 6 years from now, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm just being real.
I'll probably make one when his kids become like, a little older.
Yeah, I would love
I
to
think-
hear Blue on a verse and
Like,
smoke
he
it.
definitely got one more in him, but if he does have one more in him, I definitely want it to be his last. Though, like I can't take more than one, but
But if he
Yeah,
does,
but
but if he
bro.
goes on a Nas
Bro.
run, that's what people said when Nas announced that he was dropping something.
fuck nah.
But they want to hear that bullshit.
What?
Next
Fuck
week.
Nas.
What?
What? Hey, bro,
Anyways,
what?
Nah,
moving on,
have
moving
you
on.
listened to
Nah,
KD?
nah.
Have you listened to KD3 or Magic?
Magic is hard. I don't
Magic
moving on.
is
No,
perfect, bro.
I'm saying,
Joe
bro.
Paulo.
I'm saying, bro. If Jay-Z were to drop an album, what else are you gonna talk about?
Yeah, everything that everybody else
Everything.
always
Since
talks about
444.
when you think about any of your favorite artists, they talk about it. Bro, Tyler the Creator made Igor, which is about having unrequited love for a friend that he wants to be in a relationship with, but is being they break up because the other person's actually in a relationship with someone else, and then he made a whole other album about it.
Hey man, that's my goat. That's my goat, bro. Let him cook.
What?
Let him
Push it.
cook. Let
Yeah,
him
but
cook.
Jay-Z can easily do something like that. I mean, like, he
Like
just now is
Igor-
dropping his best verse
Yeah.
of his career.
Like
Right.
Igor. No, it's not. Igor.
One of them.
It's one. Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, Igor and Call Me If You Get Lost. It's about the exact same topic. It's about the same scenario, same relationship.
Hey, that's why he wants you to call you, bro. He's lost.
So what I mean is that like all of these, like when people like ESTG talked about the same thing for 4 albums. You know what I mean? Like Griselda has done that for an entire discography. The same thing, bro.
Drake has done that for an entire.
But he's
discography too,
when
bro.
when Benny said, "Oh my, what did he say? I was catching beef while fighting chickens or something. What did he say? What did he say?
Yeah, something
Hey
like
man,
that,
you
yeah.
Hold
gotta-
up.
you gotta chill on Griselda a little bit. I feel
No,
like
no,
you're
no.
giving
What I'm
Griselda
saying that's like one
way
of
too
the best
much
things.
hate
No, I'm
right
saying
now,
like
man.
that bar.
No, he said it was a good bar.
Oh, okay.
No, what is it? What is it? Jake Johnny's P Caddies, whatever.
He said I was
bro, hold on.
something like a chasing chickens
Hold
or
on.
something.
Nah. Hold up. Oh my god.
I don't know, but
Where was
I mean,
that?
he didn't have the best verse in the song though. So
Whatever,
that's cool.
nigga.
He was wearing mittens, bro.
Whatever you want to
Guy
call
was
it,
crying,
bro.
lightning struck.
Oh, no. Hold
Sparks was
on.
flying.
Nah, listen. This ain't my story about rags to riches. More about how I mastered physics. In the game, I used to train like Rocky catching chickens. Oh my! What?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it wasn't the best verse. That's the craziest thing, though. Like
Bro,
he did say all
that's
that. He did say all that.
crazy.
Then Cole smoked him.
He didn't do nothing,
Yes,
man.
he
He just
did,
rapped.
dog.
He said
What are
if
you
I was
talking
rapping
about,
and God
bro?
wanted a feature, I'd go to hell. Okay.
Okay, that's hard. What do you mean?
what
You
is-
can't.
what
You
is-
y'all can't be
what
saying
does that
hard
have to do with
bars and then
Rocky?
being
What
like
does that have to do
whatever, bro.
What does that have to do with Rocky? I want to know how.
Nigga,
he
fuck
compares
Rocky. He got his
himself to
ass
Rocky.
beat by
How he
Apollo.
compares himself to Rocky. You don't
Are you
understand.
talking about ASAP Rocky?
No.
the boxer.
The boxer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So in the game, I used to train like Rocky catching chickens. That's
That
man.
nigga never
he
chased
said-
one. Nah.
They said they want to know what I brought. Nah. He said I can never leave the scene without checking my mirrors visually. Come with that energy, cause some shit always stick with me. They want to know what I brought to Griselda, nigga. I say validity. What do we?
It don't
Come
matter,
on.
bro. He spit. I didn't say it was a bad verse. I'm just saying
Oh
Cole
my
smoked him.
That's Look, whatever, bro. Look.
What? Cole smoked him on.
I know.
No, I don't know about that.
He did.
On
he did.
Johnny P's caddy, nigga, yes, he did. What are y'all talking about,
I
dog?
don't think he smoked him.
Cole
He went
started talking
crazy.
about the day he was born and
Yeah,
shit,
that's
and
what
it
I'm
was
saying. The
like-
raid was for.
Oh yeah, he only talking about the day he was born. I know. No, he went fucking insane, dog.
I mean, he went crazy, but I'm not saying Benny just didn't get smoked. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no,
just
Benny
crazy.
held
I'll
his
give you
own.
that. He didn't get
really
smoked, but Cole still had the best verse in the song. You can't say all he
didn't
talked
say
about was
anything
being
about
born.
Rocky catching chickens, respectfully. So, like,
Yeah, I hear a Rocky
Well, I
verse
just wasn't-
every
hey,
goddamn other song. What are you talking about? The episode's done, bro. I appreciate
could've
y'all for
said
coming
something
out, bro.
about Eye of
Thank
the
you, bro. Thank you,
Tiger.
bro. No, dog. Thank you, Light. Thank you, Nitro. Thank you, Taco. Thank you, Z. I appreciate y'all. We will see y'all again next year for another album wrap up.
yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you guys. Thank you.
This
Peace.
nigga has so much to edit.